Good afternoon, cricket fans, and welcome to Match Day 7 of the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D20 2024, powered by Fancode. Match number 11 kicking off this afternoon, and it's a big one. Dubai taking on Abu Dhabi live from the 7 District Sports Club in Ajman. Well, let's give you the complete rundown of play this afternoon. 5:30 p.m. we have Dubai taking on Abu Dhabi, and then later in the evening at 9:30 p.m. local time, Fujairah will be taking on the high-flying Ajman. Both sides coming off victories in their previous encounter. Well, we have no time to lose. What about the tail of the trek? Let's find out with Samir Yunus in his pitch report.
Another beautiful, bright and sunny day here in Ajman, and what better way to spend it than to play a game of cricket. Now, before I actually get to the surface, very interesting dimensions today. We are playing on the extreme left strip, which means to my left, the boundary becomes extremely short. So a right-hander batting from there, it's just a flick and it goes for a boundary very quickly. So the bowlers will have to get their lines immaculate and perfect. Now, in terms of the line, we have to watch the boundaries. But what about the length? Now, on this surface, we're just having a closer look. It shows me immediately there's a lot more drier grass left than the previous pitches, which means early on there'll be a bit of skid, there'll be a bit of seam movement maybe, and the batters will have to be a bit more watchful for that movement. But once you see off that new ball, once you see off the power play, you survive, you have wickets in hand, you've applied yourself, then as always here in Ajman, there's plenty of runs to be made. So as always, my advice on these kind of wickets, in these conditions, bat first, put on a score, and then try and defend it.
Thank you, Samir. So plenty of runs to be had. That is the message, and that is certainly proved true in the Emirates D20 so far. Taking a look at the points table, well, Emirates Blues have been dominant. 3 wins out of 3. Stirring victory last night against Abu Dhabi when their captain Akif Raja blew away the high-flying Abu Dhabi side. 4 matches played, 2 wins out of 2 alongside Sharjah. So there has been some inconsistency from the top billed sides in the tournament so far. And Dubai, Fujairah and Ajman have a major opportunity to make some moves this evening in terms of the points on the board. Well, top run getter Ronak Panoli, the Dubai captain, has been outstanding to say the least. Best of 89, 200 plus runs in just 3 innings, and that strike rate is very good as well. Lukman Faisal, 120 in the opening game of the tournament, has just gone off the boiler touch, but he's right up there in terms of the highest scorers as well. Ahmed Tariq, the epitome of consistency, 3 regular scores up top for Emirates Blues, has him in contention as well. Kamran Atta, his teammate, and Aryan Lakra, the left-hander for Dubai, having a good tournament as well. Well, in terms of the bowling, Khuzaima bin Tanveer, 7 wickets in 3 matches. He's looked hostile, he's bowled with a lot of pace, and he's been a regular wicket taker. Saghir Mayar Khan, the star all-rounder of Ajman, who can forget that unbelievable knock he played last night, and he's been amongst the wickets as well. Mohammad Nadeem quietly doing a good job for Abu Dhabi as well, the left-arm spinner. Haider Ali, the Abu Dhabi left-arm spinner, his compatriot, being very consistent as well. And Naveed Ahmed Khan, the all-rounder, is quietly going about his business very, very effectively as well. So we've got the stats, we've got the points table, we've got the pitch report. What is missing? The toss. Over to you, Samir Yunus.
Time for the toss here at the 7 District Presents Emirates D20 2024, powered by Fancode. 2 neighbouring Emirates taking each other on. It's Dubai and Abu Dhabi going head on. Both of them looking for a win. Of course, it is the 2 captains alongside me, Ronak Panoli for Dubai and Ali Abid for Abu Dhabi. And of course, as always, our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, watching over the proceedings. The man in blue, Ronak, will flip the coin.
Head is the call.
Head is the call. So it's got a long way. Good walk for you, Mr. Ali. Head it is. अली आबिद, टॉस जीत गए, प्लान क्या है?
हम पहले बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं।
वजह क्या है?
बस कोशिश यही करेंगे कि इनको थोड़ा जल्दी आउट करें, और बाद में ड्यू फैक्टर भी होगा तो बैटिंग थोड़ा इजी हो जाती है।
बैटिंग के बारे में बात करेंगे। कागज़ पे आपकी टीम बहुत बैटिंग स्ट्रांग लगती है, वैसे आपने शारजाह को भी इतने अच्छी तरीके से हराया, लेकिन पिछली 2 मैच में क्लिक नहीं हुए। कोई खास वजह है? कुछ आपने फाइंड आउट किया है? इसकी रीज़न क्या है?
बस यही है कि थोड़ा जल्दी करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें थोड़ा स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कोशिश करेंगे कि वैसे वाली मिस्टेक्स दोबारा रिपीट ना करें।
कन्फर्म करने के लिए आप बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं?
जी।
ऑल द बेस्ट, गो वेल।
थैंक यू।
Ronak didn't win the toss, but what was your plan? How do you want it?
We were going to bat first, irrespective. So I'm kind of happy with their decision to go first.
Got your wish, but tell me about the last two games. You started off well with a win, a couple of losses on the trot. I think your batting's all right. It's the bowling that you're struggling with, aren't you?
Look, I think these wickets aren't where you can concede 180, 190. Obviously, our bowling has been bowling well in patches, and I think we put the pressure on the first 10 overs, and we're not able to put the brakes on in the last 10. So obviously, I think we've made some changes to accommodate that problem, and I think our batting's doing fine. I think if we have 160, 170 to chase, we'll be able to do that.
So you're batting first. Give me a number. What are you hoping to put on this track, given the track?
Look, it's a dry wicket. There's a little bit of help for the bowlers early on. It holds a bit. So realistically, maybe 160. Let's keep that as a target, and anything more than that is a bonus.
All right, go well. All the best.
Thanks so much.
That's the story from the middle here. Then it's the men in yellow, Abu Dhabi. They won the toss, and they are gonna bowl first.
Thank you very much, Samir. So Abu Dhabi have won the toss and elected to bowl first. Let's take a look at the two playing 11s for you. Aditya Chauhan getting an opportunity for Team Dubai this afternoon alongside the off-spinner Angad Nehru. Apart from that, Mohammad Taimur Bhatti, the slingy right-arm speedster, comes into the side as well. Pretty much unchanged besides that. And for Abu Dhabi, well, it's the same team that has played yesterday. Absolutely no change as far as I can see. So they're looking to make amends and get back to winning ways ASAP. Of course, they are the defending D20 champions. So the two umpires emerging out there in the middle. It's going to be Mr. Ali Kamran to the right of your screen and Mr. Jibi Alex, if I'm not wrong, to his right. And to my left, it's former UAE under-19, former UAE all-rounder, Mr. OS Ali. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Ahmed, and good afternoon to all our viewers around the world. Another very exciting game lined up for us. I'm still recovering for that last performance from Akif Raja last night, Ahmed.
Well, that was simply spectacular to say the least. Wicket, wicket, dot, wicket, wicket, dot. He literally blew Abu Dhabi's batting lineup apart in one spell of 6 deliveries. And well, Abu Dhabi, they're under the pump in this edition of the D20. That is for sure.
Yeah, that second over, those outswingers, and I think not much a batter can do when you're bowling in that form, which Akif Raja was bowling in those perfect lengths. He was getting that away movement and no clue whatsoever for the batters. But then again, it's a new day. And for Abu Dhabi, well, they'll have to keep everything behind and focus on this very important game.
Most certainly, they need to get the 2 points this afternoon. It's a new look opening pairing for Team Dubai. Ronak Panoli, as per usual, always in the mix. Top run getter of the tournament. Wonderful to see him in prime form. And I think it's young Aditya Chauhan who's getting an opportunity this evening. Will be opening alongside him. So out of the frying pan and into the fire for young Aditya Chauhan. But look at those numbers for Ronak Panoli OS. Absolutely brilliant, to say the least.
He was struggling initially in this season, but then in this tournament, he's come out really well. Has announced his arrival pretty early. What a form he's in. Captain leading from the front. And it's so important being as a captain, when you get your runs, it just gives you that extra confidence, extra boost coming in the tournament.
Oh, absolutely. Considering we've seen a lot of early wickets in the D20, whether it's the first innings or the second. So his consistency has really set himself apart. Aditya Chauhan, a young lad. Haven't seen much of him, to be quite frank. So I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. Zia Mukhtar, he's been excellent in the tournament so far. 5 wickets in the 3 games previous. Economy rate is decent. And he'll be looking to create an impact. Who can forget that dream delivery he bowled to Luqman Faisal a couple of evenings ago?
Or you need a special delivery to get rid of Luqman Faisal. That was literally an unplayable delivery. You just reminded me, Ahmed. So we're all set for this important clash. Match number 11, just seconds away for ball number 1 to be bowled.
Taking a look at the field. Deep third and deep square in position. Orthodox fast bowlers field. Here we go. First ball, Ronak Panoli on strike. Right on the money. Good looking punch. A man in form. And immediately off the mark.
Yeah, that's a shot coming in from a man of confidence, Ronak Panoli. The first delivery he's played, he's middled that to perfection. And that should really give him a lot of confidence.
So Aditya Chauhan, there'll be a slip in place for him. Danny Pawson in that fly slip position. Abu Dhabi, 2 failures for that high octane batting lineup. The names just roll off the tongue. Ali Shan Sharfu, Rohan Mustafa, Ali Abid, Mohammad Nadeem. So they need to come to town this afternoon. leaving that well alone. Good delivery on a length. Not seeing a lot of swing just yet from the STCA end. There is a pleasant breeze blowing from right to left of your screen, so it should assist Zia Mukhtar with his outswingers. And there's been some changes in the Abu Dhabi squad this season. Some players have moved on to the Emirates Blues, the likes of Kamran Atta, Mohammad Mohsin, Usaid Amin come to mind. So perhaps they need to fill that gap. Nice punchy drive. That's a shot of some authority from Aditya Chauhan. Off the mark with the boundary.
Well, this is a glorious looking shot. He's just come in the middle and he's driven Zia Mukhtar down the ground. And that should give this little boy a lot of confidence. Tremendous stroke play.
Yeah, on drive. That's a shot that's sort of gone out of fashion, but look at that. Beautiful punch. Wasn't afraid of the outswinger. See ball, hit ball, keeps it simple. And that will certainly get him going. Nicely fended away. Rohan Mustafa fielding in the point fielder. You just can't keep him out of the game, Awais Ali.
Yeah, yesterday it was a bit of fun when we just put the timer on for his overs and he really hurries on to his overs. Doesn't really get the batters time to settle at all in the middle.
Yeah, even though he got hit for a couple of boundaries, it was still just around 2 minutes. So if he doesn't concede anything beyond the fence, I think it could be done in 130, 140. Meanwhile, he's taken a bit of a blow to his left kneecap and he is visibly struggling. I'm sure some of that magic spray will do him good, but a key player for Abu Dhabi, to say the least. They cannot afford to have him not on the park. So immediately early concerns here. He's moving very gingerly. Let's take a look. What happened here, Awais Ali?
We'll have to wait and have a look. I hope he's okay. He's one of the key players, Rohan Mustafa. We were just praising about him, and all of a sudden, he's got an injury. Oh, it doesn't look good. He's limping off the field.
Well, you just had to blame me, didn't you? Yeah, I think he just didn't collect the ball cleanly. Maybe it's taken flush. I'm sure he'll be all right. He's a trooper. But early concerns for the side from the capital. Trying to whip that away over square leg. Not great shot selection. A bit casual, Aditya Chauhan.
Yeah, this is where the youngster needs to be a little careful. Zia, he has the tendency to bring the ball sharply in towards the right-hander, and that is where you need to ensure not play across the line, and that is what exactly he's done there, and marginally just missing and going down the leg.
He does have a very open stance, Aditya. That front leg is more towards mid-wicket, as you can see. So he's trying to open up the onside, but Zia Mukhtar is a quality bowler. Have to be careful. Hitting hard on the bat, and the first over is done. Dubai, a boundary, but not much apart from that. 5 for no loss. Windy conditions here at the 7 District Sports Club, and that has really helped the dew to stay away till very, very late in the evening, and that has really equalized the playing conditions, hasn't it, Awais Ali?
Oh, absolutely. It's such a privilege for the bowlers to be bowling in these conditions. In the couple of days we witnessed under the lights, there was no dew whatsoever, and that is where we saw the bowlers taking advantage and picking up wickets.
Yeah, they've scheduled the D20 in the perfect stage of the season. The temperatures have cooled, and the humidity, we had some extreme humidity this summer. Thankfully that has become a thing of the past. Meanwhile, it's going to be the left arm tweaker Haider Ali operating from the pavilion end. Tell us more about him.
Well, very, very experienced campaigner, Haider. Nasty ball right away, targeting the stumps, and equally well played by Ronak, keeping his eye right till the end. Well, if you notice one thing, Ahmed, usually Haider, he's got that excellent arm delivery and he has the tendency to take the ball away from the right-handers. But in this tournament, if you notice, he hasn't really got that purchase or those arm deliveries going in his favor.
Yeah, plus bowling in the power play, the focus is always keeping a lid on the scoring, so maybe he's bowling a bit defensively. That's pretty good, finishing within the stumps, but like you mentioned, I want him to try to flight the ball, try to turn it, because defensive bowling is not the way to go about it. We want you to take wickets with the new ball.
I think it's something got to do with the breeze. It's up in the air, chipped. Oh, that would have been very close. For a moment, Aditya's heart would have been in his mouth.
Not getting to the pitch of the ball, just playing it from the crease, and just prodded his hands at that one. Thankfully, there was nobody at short mid-wicket. The fielder is on the boundary, and I would be tempted, if I'm Heather Ali, to bring him in, make him play the ball across the line. Lucky escape for Aditya Chauhan. Poor delivery, and got away with it. That was back cut with some power, but found the fielder on the ring.
Well, let's have a look at this delivery. Brilliantly bowled. Tremendous bowling by Heather Ali. On target at the moment.
Yeah, very consistent, very steady customer. Struck on the pad, but just sneaking down leg. Ronak a bit in his shell at the moment. Maybe he's just thinking too much about accumulation rather than looking to express himself. He's a free-flowing player, likes to hit boundaries, likes to get on with the game. Quicker one. That's a very tidy over from Heather Ali. And he's matching Rohan Mustafa's speed there. And he is also looking uncomfortable. Well, what's happening? There seems to be a virus going around in the Abu Dhabi side of left knee injuries. Hopefully he'll be all right. 7 for no loss.
It's been a pretty decent start here from Team Abu Dhabi. Just 7 runs on the board for Dubai.
Zia Mukhtar will continue. Lovely shot, but once again they're just picking out the fielders at the moment. Not a lot of rotation of strike either from Aditya.
Well, I think Zia and Heather, what they're doing is keeping things really tight. We haven't really seen any initial movement coming in from Zia or any purchase coming in from Heather Ali. So what they're doing at the moment is just getting the basics right, landing the ball in the perfect areas.
Yeah, looks to be a relatively placid wicket here. Well bowled, cramping Aditya for room. He is timing the ball well. Just needs to find the gaps here. Looks a solid bat, technically sound, still at the crease, and does have the ability to hit the ball hard.
Yeah, maybe just a few butterflies. He's just getting his game after a couple of games played by Dubai. And Shahrukh Amin, well, I think he's been rested. Couldn't really get going in this tournament, so it's a good move to be giving this youngster a go.
Yeah, he wasn't quite looking in full flow. Dashing left-hander Shahrukh Amin. Flat batted, good fielding at mid-off. So they're just building that dot ball pressure on Aditya Chauhan. 5 of 10 now. So something has got to give here, Awais Ali.
Well, the shot selection wasn't all that great. It was a short delivery and he could just target the mid-wicket. He had ample of time to rock back at the back foot, but he opted to go straight down the ground, not timing it at all.
Yeah, the fielders are right on the edge of the circle. Drop and run can be an option. Keep that scoreboard ticking. Oh, that's spliced in the air once again. No short mid-wicket. And another lucky escape for Aditya. Got in a very poor position there.
Yeah, the captain Ronak Paloli needs to have a word with him. Yeah, the right thing to do is just gone to his partner, the youngster, and I've been asking him to just calm down.
Well, Rohan, are you okay? Please give us a thumbs up. How is your left kneecap feeling? Yeah, just missed. off the fingers as onto the knee. Hopefully there's no swelling and won't affect his bowling. Just taking a bit of a chill out moment in the dugout, and why not? What a performer he is. Lovely shot. Ronak Panoli not too fussed about covering his stumps. Just that beautiful hand-eye coordination and such a sweet timer of the ball he is.
It seems like there's a change in the strategy coming in from Ronak Panoli. Usually we see him playing those aggressive strokes, try to go for those big shots, but today he's looked a bit compact and sensible innings as of now.
Yeah, usually likes to go aerial early. Let's see if it pays off for him. Drop and run. Quick single taken. So a tidy over from Zia Mukhtar. Dubai slightly sedate at the crease. 9 for no loss. So it's been a quiet start for Team Dubai. Ronak Panoli did say he wanted to have a bat first. Well, that's very good news. Rohan Mustafa out there in the middle. One of the key cogs in this Abu Dhabi machine, OS Ali.
Well, I remember you saying in the first over you can't really keep him out of the game. So there you go. Can't really keep him out of the game. He's back in.
Yeah, immediately at deep end wicket, so didn't have to move much. Just 3 yards. Whacked away towards mid-wicket. Clean as a whistle from Ronak Panoli.
Well, this is a great shot. A confidence booster coming in from Ronak. Heather just trying to fire towards the stumps. And no purchase. There you go. You can see just coming onto the bat really nicely. Nothing to offer for the spinners. And he has dispatched this towards the cow corner and will get his first maximum of this innings.
Yeah, on top of the bounce. Quicker one darted in. But once again, the discussion we were having in the previous over, we want to see Haider Ali flight the ball, give it a rip, not those quick armors. Fair enough, you'll keep a lid on the scoring, but they're not wicket-taking deliveries. Can't pierce the gap on the offside, so a lot of hitting, but finding the fielders from Dubai so far.
Well, coming back to your point, Ahmed, I think the reason he's not flighting is that there's a strong breeze across to the right. Maybe that's the reason he's just being a little defensive.
Leading edge. Once again, rushing on to Ronak Panoli there. Yeah, that could certainly be in the back of his mind. 9 of 11. Ronak Panoli, Aditya Chauhan also struggling a bit. Only 2 overs of power play remaining after this. So Dubai, they need to get a move on. Straight to the fielder once again. This is tight bowling from Haider Ali. Good comeback after the maximum.
Well, this is where he brings all his experience into play. He was tongued for a maximum on the very first delivery, but after that, look at that. 4 dot deliveries on the trot.
Back to the bowler. I think it died just in front of him. So in the end, Dubai couldn't make it a big one. Only 6 off it. 15 for no loss after 4. No change in the bowling so far. Trying to pull off the front foot. Well, they have burned most of the power play here and just going at above 4 runs per over. This is not good batting, OSL, if I'm frank.
Yeah, Ronak Paloli, the captain, even having a word with his partner Aditya, and he's just trying to hit it too hard, I guess. He's not really looking to time the ball, and I think that's the reason he's just not getting any connection whatsoever.
And it's not gonna get any easier when you have the likes of Rohan Mustafa, Mohammad Nadeem coming on after the power play, Uzair Khan as well. After that, we have a very complete side, all the bases covered, all different kinds of bowlers as well. Left arm seamer, left arm spinner, Alishan Sharif who can chip in as well with medium pace overs. Nice looking pull. Square leg has some distance to cover and an easy two. Does look a good player, but just needs to work on his strike rotation, Aditya Chauhan.
Yeah, and might as well just try to create a shot from himself. He can just maybe create some room and try to go over the extra cover. There's no protection in that area. So maybe just try to opt something different here. At the moment, Zia is like dictating terms to Aditya.
100%. They haven't tried anything unorthodox or anything to put the bowler off his line and off his game plan. Pulled in the air, mid wicket, backpedaling, and that was a really poor effort. He never looked like he was going to take that catch, if I'm frank.
Well, this is a lucky escape, I would say. He had ample time to come underneath the ball. He got two hands to it, but just could not reach there on time. Look at that beautiful delivery.
It was swirling in the wind. And right from the way he turned around, I had a sinking feeling for Zia Mukhtar. Mohammad Nadeem, he's taken a few good catches in this D20, but certainly not his strength. He likes to bash the ball hard. A beautiful shot from Ronak Panoli. Stand and deliver. Whistling away to the fence.
Well, he's got excellent hand-eye coordination. Look at the balance in that shot. Brilliant stroke play. Wasn't much of feet movement there from Ronak Panoli, and this is what makes him a very special player. There you go. Stand and deliver, as you said, Ahmed. Brilliant stroke.
He's teeing off here. Look at that. Whipped. That bottom hand driving the ball, forcing it just to the right of the mid-on fielder. Beautiful shot. He's played within himself. Oh, good delivery, good comeback. Was trying to go inside out over extra. Not an easy shot.
Yeah, this was exactly what I was mentioning a couple of deliveries ago, Ahmed. That Aditya should have tried something similar which Ronak tried. Couldn't really get any part of it, but then again, that's a good approach coming in from Ronak.
I think he was anticipating a length delivery. Zia went fuller instead. So a better over here for Dubai. 7 runs off it. One more over of power play remaining. If they can pick up maybe 30-35 runs in the 6 overs, keep 10 wickets in hand, could be just about honours even. Oh, beauty. Absolute beauty. Smacking into the side screen for a maximum.
Well, now he's looking pretty good in the middle, Ronak Panoli. Stamping his authority on this occasion. Fuller delivery, trying to go for that swinging, but in the end it was a half volley in his arc, in his zone, and Ronak Panoli. Look at the flow of the bat. Tremendous striking, ending the over with a maximum. Beautiful shot. One for the photographers as well. Ronak Panoli has certainly announced his arrival. It's 5 gone. Dubai are 28 for no loss.
28 for none after 5. It's been a steady start from Dubai. Just the last couple of overs, it seems like Ronak Panoli has cut loose and started to express himself in typical fashion. Playing it hard. You won't find too much foot movement from him. Haider Ali into his third now. Oh, strike pass behind him, and it's hit the umpire, I think. In fact, no, Haider has just put his hand out, and that was struck fiercely by Aditya. Let's have another look. Ooh, that would have hurt. Abid Ibrahim joins me in the comm box. Taken any of those type of shots to your hand?
I will simply let that go. Yeah, it's better to let sometimes these go off because the injuries can be very devastating.
This time he gets it up and over. Don't think he's timed it too well. And because of that, it'll be cut off. And a couple runs. So just starting to cut loose here. Very steady start here, Abid. Being watchful on a track that has been quite friendly for batting so far.
I think this is the same track they've been playing all this time, but the difference is from a couple of days we don't see Dew coming in and spoiling the game for the spinners. Now they're bowling very, very tight line.
Aditya has attempted to play a few shots in the last few overs, but for some reason it's just not coming off as well as Ronak's is. And one of the reasons for that is you don't find him moving his feet too much here. He's more of a stand and deliver kind of batter. Off the back foot, pushing it gently towards long off. It's been a few hits and misses from Dubai so far. Rather steady approach. They managed to go without losing a wicket so far in this power play.
I think it's more important not losing a wicket. Yeah, runs will flow in. As long as these two players stick around. We know Ronak Panoli likes to go hard against the bowler. The more he settles, the more dangerous he can be. Even Aditya have taken now a little more time than usual. I think he should find more boundaries. And all this time, the misfield between the two, and that should have been stopped, but it is just teasing the fielders and going towards the fence. 4 runs, 4 important runs there for Dubai. Well, power play gets done and dusted.
Yeah, a little bit of width. Ronak Panoli hit that quite hard, and a bit of a lousy effort there from the point fielder. It's got to be said. And it's gone to the boundary to end the power play on a high then. It's 38 for no loss, 35 for no loss after 6. But it's been wicketless. But it's been steady going for Dubai. A few good-looking shots from Ronak Panoli, especially playing across the line, enjoying himself there. That was down the ground, one of the biggest hits of the power play. And he's really slowly beginning to cut loose here. That was the last ball before the power play ended. So ending it with a boundary. Not even going at runner ball, but like we've been saying, they've preserved their wickets. And that's been the trend here, Abid. Apply yourself. And then once you're set, the runs do come by.
Yeah, not a kind of a wicket where you can come and start bashing from the word go. You need to settle and understand, especially the spinners are very tricky here. They need to understand, and especially someone like Haider Ali, they've been up against also Rohan Mustafa at the other end. And now the long on is being pushed back. We've got 3 fielders inside the circle on the offside. They've got a deep point. And also a third is at the boundary line. Uzair.
Cutaway, aerial. Straight to the fielder, that deep extra cover you're talking about. Danny Pawson in position there. Uzair Khan has been in good form of late. He's been picking up wickets regularly. Been a very important feature of the Abu Dhabi side. Well, they'll look to him to try and break this partnership here, because these two in the last few overs have been beginning to look good, finding the boundaries more regularly.
Yeah, I think Dubai has a plan that they don't want to give away wicket in first 6 overs. That's for sure. I think one box has been ticked well for the team Dubai. But the next thing is that getting runs, which is also important. I think anything they'll be looking and eyeing on is definitely above 170. Anything below than that, I think the giant batting lineup of Abu Dhabi can really chase that one. And let me tell you, the first thing they want to get rid of is the last night nightmare against Akifullah, where they lost 4 wickets in an over.
Yeah, that's a good point you make. They are a very batting heavy team. Abu Dhabi, in fact, asked Ali Abid, how can you get bundled out for less than 120 with names like that on your batting card? A bit more width from Uzair, and this time he's expertly guided that past third. Off the back foot, opening the face of the bat, and nicely found the gap there. 4 more to Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, look at that shot. He crafted that one beautifully between the two fielders. Onto a back foot, playing it a little late. Elegant, beautiful. Yeah, I wonder if Ronak Panoli can smash these kind of boundaries. Why do we need to get those big sixes coming in?
Yeah, he's looked good in this tournament. An average of 100 so far, so he's piled up the runs. Yeah, he's looking good for another big one here as well. You can see the look of determination on his face. He's really focused on getting a job done for his team. More often than not, he's found runs at the top of the order. Unfortunately for him, results haven't gone Dubai's way in the last couple of games. Leg side-ish from Uzair this time. Simply nudged that away in the big open space towards the leg side. And come back for a 2 quite comfortably.
Yes, Samir, if you are left arm quick against Ronak Panoli, that's your line to keep him quiet. Don't also bowl him short. Even you have to be precise with your length as well. If you pull your length back slightly, he'll swivel around and play the pull shot or the hook shot. If you offer him width outside off, he can beat those two fielders as we have seen earlier.
Yeah, on a track like this, length is key, because we've seen so far from the faster bowlers, there's been nothing on offer in terms of swing or seam movement. There's lots of dry grass that's left on the track. So the length has to be immaculate here. You cannot afford to be too full or too short. And so far, Uzair has been hitting that hard length and really bending his back.
Yeah, I think what I like about the length, when you talk about length, yeah, Haider Ali has been bowling at the good length area. The reason being is getting that dampness, I think, in that part of the wicket, where the ball doesn't take a lot of hit. And this has been hit straight as an arrow. Now, well done there. Didn't time it too good. Otherwise, that would have been another boundary here. But a decent over coming to end from Uzair Khan. Given only 10. It's 45 for none at the end of 7.
Zia opened the bowling. 3 overs, none for 20. Haider Ali has been economical as always, none for 15 for him. And Uzair so far, just a 1 over, gave away 10 runs. So being the most expensive of the 3. And that is indication that these two batters are now beginning to look for their shots. We were discussing their approach earlier on. Watch out the power play. Try and be at an advantage come the field restrictions. Good delivery to start off there. And single taken off the first ball itself as Aditya takes strike. So Dubai has gotten off to a decent start. It seems like Haider Ali will bowl off his 4 overs, which is an interesting ploy. They're desperate to pick up a wicket here. That's probably one reason he's continuing.
Yeah, in an agreement with you 100% that this is the desperateness with the team Dubai wanted Sharjah to Abu Dhabi to do. That's uppish in the air, but I think Dubai need to control. Don't give away anything. Just keep this partnership going. I think once Haider Ali overs are done, it will be quite easy for Dubai to get those runs.
Ronak Panoli, with the kind of responsibility with which he's been batting so far in this tournament, he will be the first to communicate that to Aditya. Let's watch this over off, get ones and twos. There's no need to take any risks, and there's plenty of overs we can try and go after. So the ploy seems to be working. The plan was in place, and the execution so far on point. There you go, watchful again. It's in the gap, and eventually they'll decide to get a single.
Yeah, a bit of a confusion there. I think that is the last thing Ronak Panoli would like to happen there in the middle, is a run out, because they need this partnership to go. Couple of more deliveries. They need to be watchful of this man, Haider Ali. If you don't give him a wicket, it's a mini battle, which I think the team Dubai will get a win here.
Makes room for himself and cuts it away towards deep extra again. There you go, dealing in singles in this over, which I think is a very good idea. You don't mind not getting boundaries against someone like Haider. You don't want to give away wickets. He's constantly on the prowl. One more delivery left to deal with. It's going to be young Aditya on strike. Oh well, it comes down the track, but will be a dot ball to end the over. So Haider Ali, as always, done and dusted, economical but wicketless. And Dubai bring up their 50 in over number 8. Well, he had to go off for a while earlier on, but he's been tossed the ball now by Ali Abid, which is indication that he's completely fine now, and you want to completely fine Rohan Mustafa in your 11. He will bowl the 9th over. Starts off with a shorter delivery. And gets a single off the first ball. So interesting how they'll go about things now. Ronak and Aditya, they're well set. They've seen the conditions. They've been watchful against some of the better bowlers. I just sense a few big shots coming through here, Abid.
Well, I think they'll target. If Ronak would like to target, he would definitely target Rohan Mustafa. You can sense the pressure on Aditya because he haven't got runs on his name. I mean, look at those numbers. He's scored only 17 of 24. How often you have seen the spinner bowling a bouncer?
With Rohan Mustafa, very often. He tries that quite a bit, doesn't he? And more often than not, he comes off successfully as well.
Now, this is now putting pressure on the youngster. Now, this is what he'll do. He'll play some unorthodox shot, and this is, I think, what Rohan Mustafa want the batter to do.
Yeah, look, in the case of Aditya, I think you don't mind one batter going at least run a ball throughout the innings, while someone like Ronak and the rest of the batters bat around him and go big. This one's down the leg side. But the last thing you need is for both batters to get into a shell. And you think you're going well because you haven't lost a wicket, but on a track like this was the bouncer again, look at that. And there was a chance for the keeper there to try and knock the bails off. Tries it again. This one's gone high, won't carry to the fielder. And they'll come back for the second as well. Well, that's what you get with Rohan Mustafa. You talk about batters innovating. Now this is a bowler continuously innovating and bringing new things to the game. 9 done, it's 55 for none.
And now I think captain would back himself with Uzair. He'll continue. I think he's done well. He's used Heather, but he's kept Rohan Mustafa in the tank.
Yeah, may have been forced to as well because Ron Mustafa did go off for a couple of overs with an injury. So slight change in plans for him, but Rohan is the kind of bowler, he'll bowl you anywhere in the game. Uzair into his second now. Shorter delivery again, pulled away quite powerfully, but straight to the fielder. But nothing in it for the bowlers on this track. It's been nice and straight. Maybe a few deliveries, holding on the surface and coming slightly later than the batters would have anticipated.
Yeah, I think that's one thing for sure. But then what I think here, Uzair need to be careful. I've been talking about the length. What Ronak is waiting for Uzair if he's bowling onto his body line, he's just waiting for the shorter length deliveries. Now this one whipped on the onside. A lot of traffic towards Danny Pawson tonight. Certainly, he's done well.
Yeah, Big Danny patrolling that square leg boundary. Expect a few balls to go that way because that is the shorter boundary. I mentioned it on the pitch report as well. Just requires a good enough flick for it to go all the way as well. So you have to have your best fielders down there patrolling it. 3 runs off this over so far from Dubai. That's pulled away. Has gone in the gap, but again, because it wasn't off the middle of the bat, Rohan was able to pick that up. There is a slight appeal for obstruction, but I don't think Aditya blocked that ball out of any kind of danger, but it was just in line with where he was running.
Yeah, and also he was at risk. He challenged Rohan Mustafa's arm. He was very quick in the outfield, and you can see Aditya, after putting those 2 sprint, he's getting a little tired as well, so he might need that big shot coming in anytime. This one is uppish in the air, lands it at in front of the fielder. And again, he'll only pick up once. The idea should be Ronak taking more strike here.
Yeah, I didn't know too much about that. Aditya got to him pretty quickly, got big on him as well. And there's signs of fatigue from Aditya. He's been out for a while. Yes, it is breezy out there, but we're still almost at the end of summer, so it does get quite humid. We've done all the hard work now, Aditya and Ronak. Now it's about trying and upping the ante, get that run rate going slightly higher. Ronak did mention that his batting hasn't been all that bad in terms of how they've gone in this tournament. It's the bowling that has failed them on a couple of occasions.
But you have to give the credit to Zair, the way he's keeping it tight. I mean, it's clearly one line and length that he's been hitting consistently for this 5 deliveries, not allowing both the batters to get those runs freely.
The one great skill that Uzair has is he reads the conditions quite well. Given any kind of wicket, he knows exactly the length to hit that will keep the batters quiet. He's had a brilliant couple of tournaments lately. Looking to swipe that away towards the offside. Too close to do that. And that'll go on to the keeper as well. So just 6 off this over. Dubai at the halfway stage are wicketless, but they're only on 61. So back after the drinks break, it will be Rohan Mustafa to continue. Dubai with a sedate but steady start to their batting effort. And Rohan Mustafa, well, I've got the timer on, so let's take a look how quickly he bowls this over. Oh, that was a stumping chance missed. Quicker delivery. Not easy for the keeper to handle, but certainly a chance gone begging here, Awais Ali.
Yeah, not read by the batter, not read by the keeper as well. That should have been taken.
Well, Aditya Chauhan, he's been out there for 32 deliveries now. And now these singles and dot balls are starting to hurt the side, if I'm very honest, Awais Ali.
Well, Ahmed, we haven't really seen any intent from these batters. It's not like the bowlers have bowled 6 good deliveries in one over. They have given loose deliveries and they haven't really cast onto it.
A late adjustment by Ronak. It was that slower bouncer, barely arrived to him, and in the end he was caught in 2 or 3 minds.
Something's got to give here now. That is what Rohan does at times. Post that bouncer, but it was a slower one this time. Cut away, cut really hard. And there's protection, so boundaries have certainly dried up here now, Ahmed.
Yeah, Dubai trying to up the ante, but Rohan Mustafa, pardon me, so experienced, so wily, will not let you get away with it. Well, bouncer drifting down leg. Well, that's just spoiled the timer with that extra delivery, but still going at a fair clip. Just that breeze taking it down the onside. Heaved away towards square leg, but once again they just can't find the gaps. So something has got to give. Still have plenty of batting to come. The likes of Ataur Rahman, Aryan Lakra, to name a few. Especially Aryan, who's in tremendous form. Striking the ball clean. Nice looking whip, but once again square leg will clean it up. So 2 minutes and 6 seconds over, done and dusted. 67 for none. Well, Abu Dhabi have not been forced to go to their plan B by the Dubai batters. Hence, Uzair Khan will continue unchanged. Current run rate just above 6 runs per over, so they're only looking at 120 odd at the moment. When will they really break the shackles, or can they? Going across the right-hander, just keeping it out of his hitting range.
Well, I'm sure after that 10-over break, there would have been a message coming in from the camp, from the management. I think it's time now to go for those big shots. You've already got 10 more wickets in hand and 9 overs remaining. So Aditya and Ronak will certainly now have the license, Ahmed, to go big.
Well, to be honest, I think they had the freedom to go hard maybe 3 or 4 overs ago. They've just been unable to. Hit in the air, chance for a catch at mid-wicket. And put down. Just overran the ball there. And Aditya Chauhan gets yet another life.
Yeah, brilliant delivery once again by Uzair, bowling a slower one and could not read on that occasion, Aditya. Just have a look at this delivery, just holding up to the surface slightly and getting a bit early onto the shot. And ample time for the fielder to come underneath. Oh, this should have been taken. A very easy catch has been put down.
Yeah, that was sloppy. Straightforward, it's a dry evening. Can't really blame the conditions. Fair enough, there's a bit of a breeze, but that's been there right from ball one. Down the leg side. A rare poor delivery from Uzair, but he needs to switch on, refocus. Fair enough, you've had a catch put down, but the job is still not done.
Yeah, even if you notice Ahmed, Ozair, he's bowling his third over. Until now, he hasn't really given any pace to the batters whatsoever. And that is where he's getting a little predictable. And this is where the batters need to show some awareness and smartness. That is the only delivery he's been bowling since then. And still, they can't really get over to him.
Yeah, they've got fine leg in the circle. Maybe try to ramp the ball. He's bowling back over length. So that shot is on. Fuller delivery. Once again, a firm drive. But nothing doing here at the moment. And Abu Dhabi will be pleased as punch with the progress of the game so far.
Well, one thing is for certain, Ahmed, it is a belter of a track. We haven't really seen any lateral movement. Yeah, in the initial overs there was with the new ball, but then after the ball has become old, it's coming onto the bat really nicely. It's just that these batters, they're trying to hit a little too hard and getting a little fidgety and agitated now in the middle.
Yeah, even Ronak Panoli struggling to really express himself this evening. Mid-off has dropped deep for him as the third comes in. Back of a length, chopped away, chance for a run out. Oh, that was millimeters away from the sticks.
Very good pick up and throw. Let's have a look at this one again. Beautifully bowled yet again. A slower bounce in. Nice pick up. Onto the stumps and narrowly missing that stump. Brilliant throw.
Yeah, I think Ronak took it a bit easy there. He wasn't going at full tilt. And that would have been a spectacular run out right from the edge of the 30-yard circle from Ali Abid. They would really like to see the back of Ronak here. Punched out towards mid-off, and he had given up on the run. Lucky escape once again for Aditya Chauhan.
Well, both the batters certainly need to have a word with each other. That is the second time on the trot, and they were about to lose the wicket again. And even if you notice, Ahmed, he's just playing from his crease. He's not using his feet. And that is where the young boy needs to show a little bit of improvisation.
Yeah, still not run a ball, and we're in the 12th over. This is a sub-optimal effort to say the least, and he would have been out by a yard. They didn't even bother trying to slide his bat. Change of pace delivery again. But all singles and doubles so far. Boundaries being denied by some disciplined Abu Dhabi bowling. 74 for no loss. Swung away towards square leg. But once again, just picking out the boundary riders. Well, what is the plan B for the Dubai batters here? Do they have a plan B, OS Ali?
Well, plan B should be to look for those big shots, which they've been trying in the plan A as well. It's not working.
Maybe plan C. Nice looking whip over the mid wicket. Should be a couple of runs here. Yeah, they haven't targeted the offside region. Maybe look to go inside out over extra. They haven't tried a reverse or a paddle scoop maybe. Something out of the box. Something that would keep the bowler interested. Punched off the back foot straight. And this time the catch is accepted. So Aditya Chauhan's laboured innings comes to an end. Rohan Mustafa strikes.
Yeah, that's a very good delivery of Rohan, not offering any pace to Aditya, trying to go for the big shot. There you go, just having a word with Ronak Panoli as well.
Yeah, he's bowling, he's fielding, he's batting and coaching all at the same time. So Aditya looking to clear the fielder. Got a decent chunk of it, but the balance was on the back foot. Got the elevation, but not the distance. This time, Mohammad Nadeem makes no mistake. And the opening stand is broken. 77 for 1.
Guys, Rohan is here. Ronak, अभी जिन में किसी को पकड़ेंगे ना, वो बोलेगा
Aftab Alam coming in at number 3. Talented player, clean striker of the ball. Just gone off the boil a bit in the last 2 games, but played a stunning innings against Sharjah. But he's another player who likes to take his time at the crease. Oh, very poor fielding by Nadeem, and Rohan Mustafa rightly very annoyed.
Yeah, there was never a 2 there. He's not very pleased with the effort. That should have been just a single. Yeah, I think make a right call here. Aftab does take a bit of time when he comes in the middle. I was expecting Aryan Lakra to come in the middle, so left and right hand combination would have been a bit of a favour going in the team for Dubai.
Yeah, he's in good striking form. Straight to the fielder. Aftab Alam looking to force the issue. Mohammad Nadeem had just been moved from long on to mid-wicket, and the ball has followed him.
Well, so the plan to send Aftab up the order has not worked in their favour. And another wicket in the way over of Rohan Mustafa. He strikes twice. And now it's going to be Aryan Lakra who's going to come into the middle. No problems whatsoever. Brilliantly bowled and good field positioning as well. Trying to come down the dry and finding the fielder yet again. Excellent take. So a sorry innings for Aftab Alam comes to the end after he scores 2. Dubai are 79 for 2.
Well, on your insistence, Aryan Lakra has arrived in the middle, and he will need to go big right from ball 1. It's been a sluggish effort from Dubai so far. Rohan Mustafa on his A game. Watchfully played, and that's a superb over. Couple of wickets, and kept it tight as well. 79 for 2. Well, it was a long opening stand for Dubai. Ronak Panoli and Aditya Chauhan putting up 77 runs together. But the tempo of the innings was below par, OS Ali.
Yeah, there wasn't much of an intention from either of the batters. Usually we see Ronak Panoli comes in and plays those lofted shots, gives a very good start to his team. That is what he's done throughout this tournament, and I think that's a very good decision. Danny Pawson is very, very consistent with his line and lengths.
He bowled a really good spell yesterday. Oh, outside edge. Flies over the short third. And a lucky boundary for Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, not so lucky for Danny. It was a very good delivery. And Ronak just getting that thick outside edge. And lucky for Ronak. Otherwise, this would have been plumb in front, targeting the stumps. And not the ideal of starts for Danny.
He bowls a heavy delivery, gets that extra bounce off a length. Just catching the outside of the blade. So Ronak has made his intentions clear. And rightfully so. He's been out there for a while. In good form. Attack the new bowler. Outside edge, it's an action replay. This time to the left of Zia Mukhtar.
Well, now I won't be surprised if they keep that fielder behind that third man position. Danny yet again going for a boundary. Not that all about a delivery from Danny.
was slightly fuller. Just a hint of nip off the surface, maybe just straightening. Unlucky start. But that's the nature of T20 cricket, isn't it? Even good deliveries can travel. So Ronak Panoli one hit away from yet another half century in the D20. Oh yes! Connects and flies. 50 rays were the maximum. Glorious flick from the Dubai skipper.
And look at that celebration, means a lot to him. What a way to reach his half century. Tremendous knock under pressure. And now he's breaking the shackles. A slow start, but now he's decided to cut loose.
He's so good off his pads. Has that touch of arrogance. The way he dismisses the ball. Powerful wrists. And that was the shot of the match. So Dubai now getting on track. Take a look at this one. Straying on and flicked in the air. Minimum effort, maximum result. Nicely carved away. Should be a couple here. They don't want to test the throw of Haider Ali. So this is that big over Dubai needed.
Yeah, they still have a couple of deliveries more to cash on more runs in this over. 15 already. And Danny Pawson not looking at his 100% tonight.
Yeah, luck not favouring him. And that one poor delivery was sent flying into the STCA. So Aryan Lakra, you don't need to do anything fanciful now. You've got the runs required in the over. Beautifully bowled. Coming around the wicket and the ball leaving the left-hander.
Yeah, Aryan just taking his time. He's just walked into the middle. And yeah, you can see him indicating the ball shaping away from Aryan Lakra. Another very talented batter. These are the two batters, Ahmed, who have been consistently performing in this tournament.
Yeah, they've shuffled Aryan Lakra around in the batting order. I would like to see him firmly planted at that number 3 position. Will take the single to long off. 16 runs off the over. Dubai on the move. 95 for 2. Turning away from Aryan Lakra there. Rohan Mustafa, immaculate as always. Just going at 4 runs per over. A couple of wickets to his name. And looks to be A-OK after that blow to the knee he took in the first over.
Yeah, and also if you observe and notice that first delivery, there was a bit of purchase. So as the day is progressing, oh, beautifully played. Just shuffled across the stumps and beautifully guided towards the fine leg.
Lovely shot from Ronak Panoli. Down on one knee. He got the delivery he needed. Slower in the air. And very smartly executed boundary. Just using the angles. Getting low on the ball. 100 is raised for Dubai. And the captain is turning it on. What an outstanding tournament he's having. 260 runs accrued in just 4 games. This is the Ronak Panoli we wanted to see for a very long time, OSLE.
Oh, absolutely. Didn't have the best of seasons this time, but then again, that is the class of this man. Has stepped up at the right time at a big occasion and is at the number 1 position in this tournament as of now.
He's been in imperious form. Arm delivery, beautifully bowled. Aryan Lakra and Rohan, they've played probably thousands of hours of cricket together. Oh, just trying to open up the offside. It was that slider once again. So he's looking uncomfortable. Maybe just take the 1s and 2s for now. Superb over. Rohan Mustafa, he's a character. 2 for 21 on the day. Dubai, 5 overs remaining. How many can they accrue in the next 30 balls? Nadeem to bowl this 16th over now. It's been tough going for Dubai. They just brought up their 100. Ronak Panoli still out there. That's probably the only saving grace for them. Going at a very healthy rate. They've had it tough. Yes, the wickets have been only 2, but the runs have been hard to come by. Now, from here on, they really need a strong finish. On the track, Aryan. Ideal man to have to provide that strong finish that they're looking for. Ideal man to have next to me. Abid Ibrahim joins us again. 5 overs left, Abid. An exciting innings, hopefully, from these two to come.
Well, I think I'm certainly looking at Team Dubai. They have done well. Their plan, yes, they have lost 2 wickets, but then Ronak Panoli is leading as an example now here for the left-hander. They're setting up a field a bit of a protective on the leg side. Yeah, for a reason. That's gone up a in the air, just bounce in front of the fielder. They'll be pushing for 2. And maybe a little tight throw would have made it close one.
Yeah, interesting this. They've gone with Nadeem, even though the left-hander is on strike, and not just any ordinary left-hander. We know Aryan Lakra can certainly play those big shots. He's offering plenty of flight and almost inviting Aryan to try and go big. It is a longer boundary, so the end has been selected well. It just needs to be very, very careful not to get too close to Aryan. Nicely punched down towards long off.
Yeah, you can see Aryan Lakra coming down the track. It's definitely because the ball is not coming nicely onto the bat. So it's giving a little tough time to the batter, but you need to give credit to Ronak Panoli. The way he handled things. 61 or 42 is still going hard.
Big shout, very big shout, but denied. He's looking to go across the line to a straight delivery, but was too full. And Nadeem seemed convinced on that occasion. Let's have another look.
That was the arm ball, definitely. That would have gone with the arm. The batter have made a little shuffle, maybe that's why Nadeem was pretty much interested in that appeal. Well, nevertheless, a good over from Nadeem comes to an end. It's 107 for 2 at the end of 16 Dubai.
Four overs to go in this innings. Dubai are looking to get a move on here. Aryan Lakra on strike as Zuzair, another left armer. So they've had no issues getting the left armers in against the left-hander. Oh, that struck him right in front. And has the finger been raised? It seems like it has. Yes, Uzair strikes and Aryan Lakra looking to pull one. It stayed low, has missed it completely.
Yeah, much needed wicket here. They picked up these 3 quick wickets in quick session. Uzair in his final over brings the useful wicket. And this has been All this time happening, the ball is keeping low, not coming easily, and Aryan didn't choose the right shot to play across the line. Wasn't a good, ideal shot to execute. 7 runs he scored of 12, 107 for 3 Dubai.
Well, Alian Rakra had to walk back. It's Ayan Misbah who will replace him at number 5 now. Fuller delivery to him as he pushes this gently towards long on, gets off the mark with a single. Ronak on 61 now. He's been batting so well throughout this tournament, but he just hasn't had enough contribution for the rest of his team.
Yeah, this is that last dismissal of Aryan. Yeah, he was plump, straight. Yeah, no discussions about that. Well, that's gone big enough to clear the circle. Yeah, that was being belted hard, but that's been the problem. It's not easy to time the ball.
It's a very difficult approach that they've taken. Yes, you want to preserve wickets early on and then go big, but the problem with that is if it doesn't come off towards the end, then it doesn't really look on you as a batting team. Yes, they would have been cautious at the top, but I thought Aditya took a little too long to get going, and that applied all the pressure back on Dubai. Abu Dhabi taking advantage. Shot nicely guided towards fine. They've taken the single as well.
And after this, Uzair will finish his quota as well. I think Rohan also bowled many overs. So they can choose that 5th bowler. Could be Nadeem they can target on. They need to target one bowler. This is the half century scored by Ronak Panoli now. He's executed his shots pretty well. When he's gone for the big hits, he's gone with a clear mindset. Just like that, got only air on it.
Yeah, he's not your aesthetically pleasing cricketer. Won't look good on the drive, but who cares about looks when it can go to the boundary more regularly? Yeah, this is some seriously good batting by him, but like we've been saying, the rest of the batting hasn't really matched up to him. Because of that, they've fallen short a few times. They've made the 160s, 170s. It just hasn't been enough. Even today, it seems like the score that they're trying to set here will not be enough on a wicket. That hasn't looked all that bad. Yes, it does hold a little bit, but otherwise it's been quite good for batting. 17 done. It's 111 for 3. Nadeem to bowl his second over. He's given away just 6 runs in his first at this part of the innings. They'll be looking to go after him just like Ronak Panoli has just now. Down the track. Fetched that from wide outside off and he's pushed that right behind the bowler for another 4. So it's all on Ronak Panoli now.
Well, I tell you, they need one big over. And if they want to capitalize, this is the over where they can get that big one. Nadeem bowling. Nothing wrong with the line and length, but it was Ronak who came down the track and hits it straight.
Floating it just outside off this time, and this time it's gone to the right of the fielder. So Alishan kept busy down at long on. You're right, it's this over that they will look to try and get that momentum into this innings.
Yeah, look at that. He intended to play there because there was enough gap between these two fielders. He fetched that ball from outside off to the onside. And one man for sure would enjoy that one is Amin Farooq.
Down the track again, powered towards long off, but this time the fielder will stop it from going to the boundary. 9 runs off the first 3 deliveries.
I think even Ayan now, he doesn't have a lot of time left. He should not stop the runs flow. I think he should go for the big shot.
Yeah, he likes being cheeky like that. There is that big gap over fine, and it's gone to the boundary as well. Yeah, complete contrast, isn't it? Ronak was all about powering it. Ayan has played one of those cheeky new shots in this game.
Yeah, that looks sweet. Yeah, well balanced. He tried to hit it in the air. That was the intention. He knew it. The third is up. Pardon me, the fine leg is up. Big shout there. I think is within the crease.
But they want to have another look just to be sure. Have the technology, might as well use it. Ayan Misbah looking to really lean into that one. But a good over, this is a productive one for Dubai. They're finally finding boundaries more regularly. But the question is it a little too late? Here's a look at the stumping opportunity here. The front foot's all right, well behind the crease. Well, it did drag it out. Has he got it back in time? Ooh, it may be in the air. It might just be in the air. Very tough to tell from here.
I'm just glad I'm not the third umpire. Yeah, it's a tough day out there for the third to call this one.
A brilliant glove work, that's for sure.
Shehan Veeraratne, the man behind the stumps, has done an exceptional job. Ayan was quick enough to get back into the crease. The final, last delivery of Nadeem's over. Oh, thick outside edge, and this ball will travel down the hill. Just teasing away Zia Mukhtar and gets another boundary. 4 boundaries coming in the over. The mighty over they were looking for.
Yeah, 25 off that important one for Dubai. It's 128 for 3. Well, it seems like Zia Mukhtar will bowl out. He's given away 20 runs in his 3 overs, bowled all 3 up front. Important over this for both teams. Dubai looking to find more boundaries towards the end of this innings. Oh, that's taken the edge, and that's run away to the boundary as well. So lots of boundaries now coming in for Dubai in these last 2 overs. That's good news.
Yeah, a bit of a luck as well. Yeah, he wanted to go, I think, over the extra cover. This one finding the thick edge. Yeah, well enough to get a boundary here. They should keep on getting this because score is not quite enough on the board right now. They've got this over where they can also get owed 15 runs. Should be fine for them.
Oh my God!
A bit of bounce. Zia went for the full one the previous. He sliced that towards the boundary. This time he's pulled the length back and well directed as well. Going short, you don't want to offer too much width to someone like Ronak.
And he was quick enough as well. Yes, good to see this wicket is having enough for the fast bowlers as well. If they hit the right areas, definitely they'll get some purchase.
Yeah, we've seen throughout this tournament that The bend your back kind of bowlers who've been hitting the deck hard, they are the ones who found success so far. But has had a tough time dealing with the bounce. Oh, nicely done. Walked across the stumps and he's hammered that over fine. One bounce into the fence. 6 boundaries in the last 9 deliveries. This is looking good for Dubai.
Well, no doubt he was ahead of a bowler here. He knew it's going to be a short stuff and coming towards the body line. He shuffled across and placed it with the fine leg. Keeping fine leg in is paying the ultimate prize now. They've got a lot of runs from that region. And Ronak outplayed the bowler here. Wonderful strike.
80 or 52. Is there another opportunity for him to try and get to 3 figures? The way they've been going, very much on the cards here. 136, 18.3. This is full power towards mid-wicket. It is to the left, to the right of that long on fielder, and 2 more runs to them. Another big overloading here.
Yeah, they got 10 runs already in the over. They've got 2 more deliveries to go. The way Ronak Panoli is smashing these ball, looks like, yeah, the 3 figures can be possible if he bats really well. And also, keep in mind he should get enough strike as well.
Yeah, for now, I think he'll certainly be thinking about that 150 for the team. Oh, missed out on that one. Slow outside off, could have done anything with it, but luckily for Ayan, it's being called a wide. Thought it was a little too close to call that.
Yeah, have a look at this one. This will tell us a better story. Yeah, I think nothing wrong with the decision. I think Ronak is trying to play away from his body. It's not the right time even to lose a wicket at this juncture of the game. He need to play the entire 20.
Full delivery, looking to go over fine again, but that's not the delivery you want to play a shot like that to. Would have been better off driving, having a more stable base. But yeah, he's missed out on that one as well.
Yeah, he's getting tempted by seeing that square leg is in as well. So this is where he's trying to get those runs, important runs from here. They'll be eyeing to get somehow 150 as you mentioned.
A bat turning on his hand, very well bowled by Zia Mukhtar, looking for that Yorker, a slow, low bouncer. And he'll end the over on a much more positive note than he started it with. 19 done, Dubai are 140 for 3. Lots of discussion between Danny Pawson and Ali Abid, wondering who's going to bowl that last over. Probably will be Danny, by the looks of it. 1 over left. Dubai on 140 for 3. They'll be much more comfortable than they were a few overs ago, just not getting a move on. But in these last 2 to 3 overs, they've got some rhythm going. Some boundaries have been scored. Oh, beautifully flicked. It is the shorter boundary, so it will go all the way for a maximum. 2 full, Danny. Ronak is in prime form. That's not where you need to be bowling.
Yeah, it was really in the arc. Look at the bat speed. Stand and deliver. Really, it looks so easy. But this has been not an easy shot to execute, let me tell you. Playing cross-batted. He's 11 shy of his 100. What a knock this has been.
Well, he's been out there batting himself for about 10 overs, 56 deliveries. You should be able to play shots like that after being out there so long. 89 now. He's got 11 runs to go to get to his 100. This is already his highest score in this tournament. He's just piling on the runs, improving his average, and the strike rate has been as good as well. 146 now. One shot away from getting to the 150 mark. Oh, looking to do the same thing again. That struck him on the pad, and umpire Ali Kamran says there was a bit of baton to that. Danny doesn't believe it. And the important thing is they've got 2 runs as well.
I think everybody was involved in that appeal. Meanwhile, these 2 batters sneaked a couple of runs. Look at where he's standing. Yeah, he tried to play the similar shot. This time the pace was off from Danny. He didn't get it right, but it's a good call from Ronak that he wants the strike.
I got 2 runs off that, so he keeps the strike. Oh, this has gone very, very high towards third. He didn't know too much about this one, and it's gone to hand. Uzair, in fact, it's Nadeem who's taken the catch, and he has one of the biggest hands out there. So Danny Pawson, after getting hit for a 6, comes back, picks up the wicket of what has been a brilliant innings from Ronak Panoli.
I'll tell you, there will be a lot of relief on Nadeem's mind because he's not been great in the outfield all these yesterday, and even today he has missed out in a couple of occasions, but this was much important wicket here. Maybe Ronak being there, add another 10 runs, could have given Dubai the different total altogether. That will definitely make difference as this man departs, scoring 91 of 58 deliveries, 148 for 4.
Kamran Atta, the new man in, completely hammered away. And it's gone all the way as well. What a way to get off the mark. 3 balls left in this innings. He doesn't have much time to get an eye in. And bang, starts off with a 6.
Well, I'll tell you what. This man gets 5 and 1 run I should give to the breeze, which has helped the ball to go away. Yeah, right end, he's choosing the right part of the ground where he'll get that with the breeze. He can take the ball away. Much needed boundary, that much needed 6.
2 more. Oh, full toss. He was anticipating the Yorker length there to try and get under it. Went deep in his crease. Missed out on a full toss. That means Ayan Misbah will take strike now. 150 has come up for Dubai with that maximum as well. And from where they were a few overs ago, they won't mind this.
Yeah, they fought really well, let me tell you, Samir. They have done a wonderful job. The recovery has been great.
This is Ayan Misbah. He's gone miles up in the air. The fielder's getting underneath it. And he holds on to it. Figgy takes a good catch down at long on. Danny Pawson has 2 in this last over.
Yeah, he had a bit of a mix over. Considering the final over, he's given runs, but more importantly, he's picked up 2 crucial wickets to break the momentum of Team Dubai. They have done exceptional job, especially their skipper has come in and played that 91 runs knock, has really helped Dubai to post a good total, a decent total on board. Let me tell you, once they come out to bowl, they really need to bowl well. They can win this game from here because Team Abu Dhabi is down and out. The batting department did not click even the last night, so I'm sure that thing is on their mind as well.
Yeah, indeed. Abu Dhabi, they will remember the fact that their batting hasn't clicked in the last 2 games, and they'll be hoping that it comes right today. Lots of conversation for the 2 batters that finished the innings, but it was all Ronak Panoli, wasn't it, for Dubai? Right at the top, he opened with Aditya Chauhan, who took a long time to get going, 34 or 40, but Ronak Panoli at the top batted almost to 20 overs, 91 or 58. Aftab and Aryan and Ayan not being able to make a contribution. There was 3 or 4 wickets that fell very quickly in a short space of time. Kamran Atta faced just 2 deliveries and he got off the mark with the maximum. And in the end, in their allotted 20 overs, Dubai ended up making 155 for 5.
Yeah, let's talk about the bowling department here. They had a great start with Haider. Did not giving a lot of runs, but he went wicketless. That was the plan. But Rohan has played that exceptional in the middle where he's bowled 4 overs and picked up 2 wickets in economy of 5. That's exceptional work. Danny and Nadeem been a little expensive, but moreover, Danny had those 2 wickets in the end, helped the team Abu Dhabi to get that chaseable total, I would say.
Yeah, they both feel like they're in the game. Earlier on, it was Ronak who was looking for big boundaries. They were kept quiet for quite a while in the power play, just 35 runs in it. But with every passing over, it seemed like Ronak was getting those boundaries cutting loose. Aditya Chauhan, after a long vigil, held out at long on. And then there was that first ball wicket. But it was Ronak who went on and on and on. Some very good looking shots in front of the wicket, behind the wicket. Then Aryan Lakra looking to go big, got rid of Uzair Khan, getting rid of him. A few streaky boundaries as well.
Yeah, they got to help with the luck as well. This was Danny's over. That 6 on the very first delivery was beautiful hit. And then carrying away. Ronak Panori got dismissed and soon coming on a very first ball at that smashed that beautiful 6 on the onside. That was it, then the last wicket to fall. Where Ayan Misbah tried to hit big, but Jonathan Figgy had a different plan altogether. He held that catch pretty well. And we got the target of 156 to chase for Team Abu Dhabi. We'll take a short break and be right back with the chase.
Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome back to the 7 District Sports Club. Match number 11 in progress, and it's a classic. Dubai and Abu Dhabi taking on each other. A fabulous knock coming from Ronak Panoli, the captain of Dubai, 91 of 58. Didn't get much support, 34 of 40 from Aditya Chauhan. So that score, that target of 156 looks relatively manageable for a power-packed Abu Dhabi side. In terms of the bowling, well, the outstanding performer, as per usual, was Rohan Mustafa, 2 for 21 on the day. Danny Pawson took a bit of tap, but did improve his figures with a couple of wickets. Very steady bowling coming in from Zia Mukhtar, Haider Ali, and Mohammad Nadeem rolled his arm over for a couple as well. Uzair Khan was very consistent, 1 for 27 in his 4 overs as well. There was a 77-run opening stand, but it took a bit too much time there, 12 to 13 overs. Hence, Dubai were really up against it and have only managed a score of 155. Joining me in the comm box for what should be an intriguing run chase is Awais Ali. Good evening, Awais.
Good evening, Ahmed, and good evening to all our viewers. Expecting to have a brilliant, fascinating run chase here. Abu Dhabi couldn't really get going as of now in this tournament. Just that one game where we saw Ali Shan and Rohan Mustafa cutting loose, and that is what they would want today as well. These two batters will make a huge difference. Ali Shan Sharif and Rohan, yesterday's match could not really get going. And then it's a new day, it's a new occasion. And they are chasing 156 in their allotted 20 overs. A lot is going to be dependent in the first initial 6 overs of this innings. I will want to ensure not to let these batters cut loose initially.
Well, early wickets is the name of the game. They do have that firepower. Mohammad Taimur Bhatti in the side. Zishan Nasir has been bowling beautifully in the tournament so far. Aryan Lakra as well will be in the mix. No Aditya Shetty this evening. So that could be a missing cog. But certainly with the new ball, this man on screen will need to create a major impact to Awais Ali.
Oh, he was brilliant even in the previous encounter. 4 overs, gave away 35 runs, but then he picked up 2 important wickets early on. So this man will certainly make the difference. As we saw Akif Raja, what he did yesterday with Abu Dhabi.
Has the ability to move the new ball. Excellent bowler, Zishan Nasir. And he's in terrific bowling form. But Dubai, they cannot afford any mistakes in the middle. Dropped catches and extras have been an issue in their previous couple of games. So they need to pull up their socks. There's really no excuse. It's a young side, super fit. There's no due about, so you can't blame them for dropped catches in the outfield. So we have Ali Shan and Rohan in the middle, looking for a big score to find their touch in the D20. Deep third, deep square in position. Ringfield on the offside. Here we go. Starts off with the wide. And that is something you cannot afford with a relatively par score at best here, Awais Ali.
You'll have to be very consistent, and especially you can't really give away those extra early on. It'll just release that pressure early on from these two batters in the middle. So you need to cash on early on with the new ball. And mind you, Zishan Nasir Ahmed, he's got that excellent in-swinging delivery which comes in late towards the batter.
Very skillful bowler. Terrific with the new ball. A bit too short and wide there. Chopped away behind square. Good fielding at deep third by Aditya Chauhan. Got the dive in, cut the boundary. But Ali Shan is underway with a couple.
Yeah, excellent bit of fielding in the deep. Giving all the 100%, and that is what you want to see in the fielding department. Excellent dive. Perfect. He saved some runs for his side.
Yeah, not putting the boot down, getting the body horizontal. You always have to dive shoulders first. When you're looking to make a stop at the boundary. Sometimes our domestic cricketers a bit lazy in that department. Crashed over the covers. That has gone in the blink of an eye. You cannot offer width to Ali Shan Sharifu.
Well, a storm in the making. Seems like Ali Shan Sharifu has announced his arrival. A lot of width offered. It was a hit-me delivery. It's ample time to hit that. Look at that terrific flow of the bait. And what a shot coming in from Ali Shan.
Well, we saw in the first innings there wasn't much swing on offer for Zia Mukhtar. And even under the floodlights, looks to be going gun barrel straight. So Zishan will need to correct his line. Ball within the stumps. Ooh, That one maybe keeping a touch low. Swung in late and caught Alishan by surprise.
He has to be a little bit mindful here when he's bowling to Alishan Sharfu. That is way too short. Yeah, that did swing in, but then I would like to see him pitch the ball a little further up towards Alishan Sharfu, considering he's very short, very strong if you bowl anything short to him.
Struck on the back leg, but sneaking down leg. And yeah, he certainly made that correction there. That is the length you need to bowl on this wicket.
Yeah, much better delivery. That is where you'll get that initial lateral movement going in your favour. He's got a deep square leg and a deep third man. So can't afford to be pitching it short, Ahmed.
Especially to Alishan, who's so strong square of the wicket. In fact, the entire ground is a strong area. Perfectly able to chip the ball over extra or towards wideish mid wicket. Oh, this has gone up. Not an easy catch. Will be just beyond the mid on. Aryan Lakra will clean it up. But that is that slice of luck that Dubai need early in the power play.
Yeah, it was there to be hit. It was in his zone, but just could not time it to perfection. Well bowled though by Zishan Nasir. Still he's getting that movement going towards in his favour. It was there for a while, but both the fielders being in the circle, it's always a safe shot to play.
Yeah, what saved him was he was looking to play straight. If he had gone towards cow corner or mid wicket, would have been in trouble. Swing and a miss from the crease. A rash shot from Alishan, and he's lucky to get away with it. 9 for no loss. So it's going to be left arm orthodox, starting from the STCA end. Interesting move, because we saw in the previous games Nilansh was bowling from the pavilion end and causing a lot of problems for the openers. So he switched over, and Rohan Mustafa, if he targets the onside, will be hitting with the breeze here, OS Ali.
Yeah, and also it is the shorter part of the ground, that mid-wicket area. So what a surprising decision coming in from the captain. Let's see if it goes in their favour.
Time will tell. Beautifully bowled. That was the quicker one. And Rohan Mustafa was shaping up for the onside, and the delivery just left him.
Yeah, it was these two bowlers, Zishan Nasir and Nilansh Keswani, creating havoc in that previous game. Picked up 2 wickets and give just the 13 runs.
Not trying to turn the ball as such. Well, Rohan Mustafa, I remember clearly, he started with a big 6 in the previous game, but unfortunately had no support. Akif Raja with a magnificent spell. Nice punchy drive in the gap, and Aryan Lakra has given up on it. Wonderful timing from Rohan Mustafa.
Oh, just the sublime timing in coming from Rohan Mustafa. There was just a narrow gap. They have a packed offside field. Nilansh going touch short, and look at that, punching it beautifully. Found the gap to perfection, and it's gone towards the boundary. It's going to release a lot of tension and nerves early on from Rohan Mustafa.
Yeah, it's rare to see Alishan and Rohan Mustafa getting dismissed for low scores in back-to-back games. They're due for a biggie, especially Alishan in particular. Quicker one, slightly within the tram lines. I wouldn't suggest bowling that line consistently to Rohan.
I think he's gotten away with this, Ahmed. There's no protection in the deep, and that is the go-to shot of Rohan Mustafa.
Beautifully bowled, slower in the air. So he's mixing it up nicely here, Nilansh Keswani, keeping Rohan Mustafa honest.
Yeah, one thing you need to ensure, that just do not give any room or any width. Just try to bowl stump to stump, keep it simple. Because if you give any room to Rohan Mustafa, well, he'll smash you all over the park.
They've reinforced the offside ring here, taking out that man from mid-wicket. So you can see absolutely everyone packed in within the 30-yard circle. Hit in the air, but over the top. Rohan Mustafa got the length he wanted and smashed to the fence.
Well, I would say this is brilliant batting. There were 6 fielders positioned on that offside area, and still he's managed to clear. There you go, look at that, it's packed. A lot of fielders in that area. And it's a brave shot, Rohan Mustafa's finding a gap and finishing off the over the boundary. It's 2 gone, Abu Dhabi, 17 for no loss.
Zishan Nasir will continue. Was taken for a couple of boundaries by Ali Shan. Oh, stand and deliver. Pure power from Ali Shan. And it's gone all the way. What a tremendous hit.
Well, this has been belted hard. Zishan Nasir bowling a fuller delivery. And just have a look at the flow. Oh, terrific shot. Excellent balance. Not overstriding on this one. And he's got plenty of bat.
Well, that is pure talent from Ali Shan Sharifu. Not mere mortals can execute that shot. Nothing wrong with the delivery. But he's pumped him for 6. Flicked. And it's out of here in double quick time. Sailing away. What a hit from Ali Shan.
Well, it is back-to-back maxis now coming in from Ali Shan Sharfu. The beast mode is unleashed. Drifting down the leg side and brilliant pickup. And that has travelled a long way into the orbit. And she goes.
That is 90 meters plus. Comfortably. And he made it look so easy. Just a lazy swing of the blade. But the connection and the distance. All parties conference now. Plenty of advice being dished out. But both of those are left-arm spinners.
I don't think that is pretty much required, to be honest. Zishan Nasir is a very experienced campaigner. It's just that first delivery, it was a very good shot coming from Ali Shan Sharfu. And this one, just slightly going towards the leg side. And it was a beautiful shot yet again. So, all credit needs to be given to Ali Shan Sharfu.
20 of 8. Ominous signs for Team Dubai. Using his feet, change of pace delivery. That's one option. Just catching the inner half of the blade. Well, this young lad, Angad Nehru, he's a very skillful off spinner. But I don't think he wants to bowl in the power play at the moment.
Surely not, when Ali Shan Sharfu and Rohan Mustafa are in the middle. Yeah, good variation coming in from Zishan Nasir. And that's the way to go about, Ahmed. You can't be predictable on this surface. Not much to offer for the paces.
Yeah, he's not getting his trademark swing. Oh, quick delivery. Fending at the ball. A lucky boundary for Ali Shan. He didn't know much about it.
Well, it's going to be a very interesting replay, Ahmed. Seems like it was more like a deliberate shot by Ali Shan Sharfu. Yeah. Beautifully played, intentionally. Opening the face of the bat. And there you go, a bit of arrogance as well in that shot.
Yeah, you're giving him a lot of credit for that one. It's certainly due. He's off to a blazing start here. Strike rate of 240. Oh, bang over extra cover. Slot ball dismissed from his presence.
Well, he's taking on their premier bowler Zishan Nasir. And this is turning out to be a huge over now. Already 20 runs coming in. And there you go, a lot of width offered. There was a hint of movement inwards towards Ali Shan. But easy pickings, inside out, tough shot to execute. And he's made it look so easy.
Glorious timing. Couple of sixes, couple of boundaries. They're hemorrhaging runs. Top edge over the keeper. And it will travel. Well, you have to feel for the lad. 24 runs off the over. And Abu Dhabi are off to a flyer.
Well, fortune favouring the brave here. Zishan Nasir, he's tried everything in this over. Bowling fuller, bowling short, bowling a bouncer, but it has completely gone against him. It's turned out to be a huge over. It's 3 gone. Abu Dhabi are flying high on 41 for no loss.
Well, normal service has resumed for Team Abu Dhabi. Rohan Mustafa 32, pardon me, Ali Shan Sharafu 32 of just 12. Nilash Keswani bowled a decent over, but one bad delivery spoiled it all. Can he keep his cool? Pulled away, square leg is vacant, easy boundary once again. He's missing his length against Rohan Mustafa.
Yeah, this was a poor delivery. A drag down, very short, and you can't be bowling to Rohan Mustafa. He had ample of time to rock back. There you go. Too much pace offered, short, no one there. And he's hit that in the vacant area. Rohan Mustafa is now cutting loose.
Yeah, this is not good bowling. That's the kind of pressure he puts on you. Long on and a deep mid wicket, so anything short will travel. That's a lot better. The margin for error against a player of his quality is almost non-existent, Owais Ali.
Well, you'll have to try something out. You can't just keep on bowling those shooters, those fiery deliveries. You need to just give some bit of flight to Rohan.
Right in the block hold. He's dug it out for a single. But when they're batting like this, they're so difficult to contain. Complete players. And Rohan probably telling him he's not looking to turn the ball, he's just darting it in. So just use the quickness against him.
Got a very dangerous side and heavily relying on the top 5 batters. So the middle order batters, well, they need to take some responsibility in the coming matches, Ahmed.
Most certainly. That is the problem with Abu Dhabi. Very top heavy side. Rely a lot on this pair in the middle and the captain to make runs consistently. Got exposed in the previous 2 games. Watchfully played straight to the fielder. Shy at the non-striker's end. It was Rohan Mustafa who forced him through for that quick single.
Yeah, it's not only the boundaries and the maximums these 2 batters are looking for. Whenever there is a single to be offered, there you go. The moment he hit that, there was a nod from Rohan. So, brilliant bit of coordination and communication between these 2 batters in the middle.
Oh, he'll make you run hard between the wickets. Demands a lot. Well bowled, very precise delivery. A good tussle going on between these 2.
Well, I don't see that much often. Rohan Mustafa showing the full face of the bat and playing that forward foot defense.
Yeah, he's focusing hard this evening. Another drag down, another pull shot, and another boundary for Rohan Mustafa.
Yeah, he's struggling here, the youngster Nilansh. He bowled so well that first over. But in this over, just could not find his length. Drag down once again, and a similar shot. And Rohan Mustafa is looking dangerous now alongside Ali Shan Sharfu. And once again, it is a huge over coming in for Team Abu Dhabi. It's 4 gone, 51 for no loss.
Change in the bowling then. Mohammad Temur Bhatti. Right arm fast. Has that skiddy pace. Slingy action. Bowls with a very round arm. And he certainly has the ability to trouble the batters with his pace, but can be a bit inconsistent. But that's a very good start. Right on the money. First ball.
Yeah, he's a new inclusion in this game. I've seen a lot previously in this season. In the previous seasons, rather, Temur. He has the knack of picking up wickets, but then again, you just mentioned, Ahmed, inconsistency. That is something which he cannot afford when Rohan and Ali Shan are in this kind of a mood.
Most certainly. Any width on offer will be crashed to the fence. Anything short will be pulled hard. But he does have that wicket taking ability for sure when he gets it right. Oh, inside edge. Rohan Mustafa wanted to send that into space.
Yeah, he's decided that he's going to play some shots now. We saw in the previous over, he was respecting the good deliveries, but on this occasion, wanted to take down Temur. And good start, I would say, by the youngster, pitching it at the right length.
Yeah, that good length area, he's banging the ball in. But can he provide the breakthrough? The only way Dubai are coming back into this contest is with dismissing this pair. Full and whacked. Over mid-on, one bounce into the fence.
Well, magnificent stroke play. Not the ideal length you want to be bowling to Rohan Mustafa. Once again, a half volley. It was in his zone. And look at that tremendous stroke play. It's gone towards for yet another boundary.
Well, there really is no respite if you make a mistake. These two are just punishing any loose delivery. There wasn't too much wrong with it. But the way they counter-attack, looking to go aerial. Edged and taken. Good comeback by Bhatti. Banged it in short. And he nicks off to the keeper.
Well, that was exactly I was mentioning. This young lad, he has the tendency of picking up wickets early on. And he has delivered. It is Rohan Mustafa. Was looking very promising. But then again, it seemed like the ball just got a little big on him. Hurrying on to him. And in the end, he got a thick outside edge. No problems at all there. Bending his back. Putting all the effort. Hard ball. There you go. An easy catch behind the stumps. And a short stay for Rohan Mustafa finally comes to the end after he scores 21. Abu Dhabi 56 for 1. Well, in walks the captain Ali Abid. Was it just LBW in that previous encounter? There was a beautiful delivery. I would say, Ahmed, that was literally an unplayable delivery he got first up.
Yeah, coming off a Goldie. So he'll certainly be looking to make amends. Him and Mohammad Nadeem. Started off the tournament with a bang, a fabulous knock in the first game. So he is in good form. Oh, targeting the stumps again. Good delivery from Temur Bhatti.
Yeah, it seems like he's watched that previous game. He was trying to do something similar there, but there was no swing whatsoever on offer. And watch what he played by the captain Ali Abid. He's got plenty of time to get his eye in the middle.
Oh, absolutely. Required run rate is very manageable, especially when Ali Shan is going all guns blazing. He can afford to knock it around, take his time. And we know he's a belligerent hitter of the ball himself, Ali Abid. Taking a look at the field for him. There is a deep third, deep square. Is he willing to challenge him on the pull shot early? We've seen it is a bit of a placid wicket. Not much juice in it for the fast man this evening. Well bowled again. And he tucks it to square leg to get off the mark. Excellent over from Taimur Bhatti. He's got Dubai on the board. 57 for 1. Nilansh Keswani will be persisted with here. Maybe now that Rohan Mustafa has departed, Ronak Panoli is backing his young left-arm spinner to deliver.
Well, I think this is a very surprising move to me, Ahmed. Ali Shan still in the middle. Short delivery, nicely bowled, just firing onto Ali Abid. Now Ali Abid, the captain, what he needs to do is just take a single and get back Ali Shan Sharfu back on strike.
Yeah, they've left mid-wicket vacant. I'd like to have that fielder in maybe. He's on the fence at the moment. Bowling dead straight, and like you've advised, Ali Abid is doing exactly that. Just knocking the ball around, feeding the beast.
Now this is going to be a contest. Nilansh would certainly not want to flight to Ali Shan Sharfu. He's very severe against the spinners.
Well, they've played a lot of cricket together, these two. Yeah, he saw that half shuffle, and well within his right, the bowler, to bail out. This is going to be a good game of cat and mouse. Well, this time Ali Shan wasn't ready. He's like, hang on a minute. You made me wait. I'll make you wait as well. Trying to sweep. Just got a bit big on him. They need a few quiet overthrows. Well, that is sloppy. The long off fielder was asleep there.
Well, you can't afford to leak runs like this. These are the moments in the game. It was Ali Shan Sharfu who would have gotten off strike. And now, with that overthrow, he's going to retain back the strike. And Nilansh Keswani won't want that.
You need to be switched on every moment of the game. No. Nicely bowled there, getting a bit of grip and turn as well. So like you mentioned, if you put some revs on the ball, you might get something. Brave delivery to flight the ball to Ali Shan at this stage of his innings.
Yeah, and I think that is the right approach and the way to go about. You need to take some chances against Ali Shan Sharfu.
Trying to force that through the offside. Couldn't quite catch it on the blade. So it's been a good comeback over from Nilansh Keswani. Of course, no Aditya Shetty in the side, so there are only two frontline spinners for Dubai, him and Aryan. So he had to shoulder the burden, and he's done a fair job. Tidy over. Only 4 runs off it in the end. So at the end of the power play, Abu Dhabi sitting pretty at 61 for 1. Well, it's been a fiery power play thanks to the brilliance of Ali Shan Sharfu and Rohan Mustafa. Anytime the Dubai bowlers missed their length away, Sali, they were taken for a ride.
Yeah, they were either bowling too full or either too short, and there you go. That was the over where Zishan Nasir tried everything. Kept on bowling those short deliveries, and it was severe. Ali Shan Sharfu and Rohan Mustafa. There you go, once again short. And getting lucky on that one, but still just kept on hitting those shots.
It was only Taimur Bhatti who provided some relief. Nilansh was bowling much too short to Rohan Mustafa, and this was the dismissal. Rising bouncer, tried to ride it, and a feather edge to the keeper. So Dubai, they need a few quiet overs here, build up some sort of pressure. Taimur Bhatti will continue from the pavilion end, and the field can be spread. So he's taken a long on, deep mid wicket, as you can see, deep square as well, and the sweeper cover and the deep third. Mid off is up, and fine leg is in the circle as well. So pretty much orthodox setup for the pace bowler outside the power play. Beautifully glided. He really does look $1,000,000 when he's in full flow and batting confidently, Ali Shan.
Yeah, he's one of those batters. You would want to get him out as quickly as you can. After he gets settled in the middle, it's going to be very difficult for the opponents. And yet again, he's on 36, just 14 runs shy to be getting his half century.
Yeah, and he needs a big tournament here to come back into the national team's reckoning. So it's an important tournament for him. He needs to be consistent. Sliced away. Ali Abid just trying to force something here. He's been bogged down. 2 of 6. He's a stroke player. Likes to play his shots, but so far Dubai have kept a lid on the scoring when he's been on strike.
Yeah, he hasn't really looked at this 100% in this tournament, but I think it's just going to be a matter of time. He's a very, very classy cricketer and has a perfect opportunity to score some runs up front.
Well, you don't want to feed him there, short and wide. Thankfully, it's been punched out to the sweeper cover. But if you persist with that angle, he'll cut you into ribbons.
Yeah, a strong, strong cutter as Ali Abid. So that is one thing you need to ensure, even if you're trying to go for the short delivery and bowling on that offside channel providing width, do not offer any pace. And also ensure that you've got protection in the deep.
Yeah, that sweeper cover needs to just get a touch squarer to cover that gap. Good delivery. Taimur Bhatti has been absolutely spot on so far.
Yeah, he's keeping things really simple. Not trying anything extraordinary out of the box. Just focusing on the perfect lens. And since the departure of Rohan Mustafa, Ali Shan has slightly just slowed down with his run scoring, Ahmed.
Yeah, they're well ahead of the game at the moment, going at about 9.5 runs per over. So no serious alarm bells. You know that if this pair is around the 11-12 over mark, they'll take care of the result. Excellent delivery again. He's been a welcome inclusion to the Dubai side.
He's done really well in this game. He's been brought with the older ball, and there you go. Excellent option to be bowling. And he's got the protection in the deep third man. So smart bowling, I would say.
Yeah, you make a fair point. He can swing it at high pace, but he's a bit erratic with the new seed. So just keeping him at first change, second change. Lovely punch through the covers. Should pick up a couple here. Yeah, Ayman Ahmed needs to be a lot sharper in the field, as do the entire Dubai team. That has been their Achilles heel in this tournament. But a tidy over. No boundary conceded. 66 for 1.
And it's going to be the youngster has been given the responsibility with the ball. Angad Nehru will tell us more about him, Ahmed.
Yeah, he's very skilled with the new ball. Right arm off spinner. Has that other one as well. He'll make that ball just nip off the surface. Doesn't turn the ball big, but he has great variations. So can he get Ali Shan Sharafu to miss time one? Very consistent as well with his line and length. Nicely bowled, taking the pace off. That shouldn't have been a single to point though, Wesley.
Yeah, this is where they need to pull their socks up, team Dubai. They're not really defending a huge target here, and that is where you need to apply the pressure on the batters. Just have a look at this one. Straight away, there was a call from his partner, and wasn't really on his toes there.
Oh, good ball, good ball.
Very straight. Getting the encouragement from the keeper as well. Good ball, yeah. You need to always motivate the young bowler. Even if he bowls a bad delivery, tell him don't worry. You'll bowl better the next one. Especially with two very senior and very classy players at the crease. But yeah, the ring fielders, they need to be alert. Wonderfully bowled once again. Just held it back a touch.
Well, this is very smart bowling, I would say, by the youngster. He saw Ali Shan Sharfu just about to unleash, and then he adjusted his length perfectly and watchfully played in the end by Ali Shan. So, it's turning out to be a good over as of now for Angad.
Yeah, so far so good. And we know Abu Dhabi's batting confidence has been slightly shaky last couple of games. So this pair will feel that, right, we have to shoulder the burden. We have to bat all the way through. Don't leave it to the middle order. So with that process, you can sneak in a few quiet overs.
And also, if you talk about the captain, Ali Abid, I think he's got a perfect opportunity to get his form back in this game. Still plenty of overs to go, just 86 to win.
Bit of a leading edge, but a very tidy over from the young off spinner. Dubai are in the game, 71 for 1.
It's going to be the youngster Ayman Ahmed, another very talented medium pacer. And he's got a perfect opportunity to grab a wicket and put his team back into the driving seat.
Yeah, very talented young fast bowler. UAE under 19. Bowls that block hole Yorker very well. And I like that they've introduced him earlier. They usually keep him for the death overs. But now he's coming in just the 9th over. He needs to mature as a bowler. Cannot just be simply a death over specialist. Beautiful delivery to start. Ali Shan Sharfu has just lost his rhythm in the last couple of overs.
You're trying to hit it too hard here, and I would say it's great captaincy by Ronak Panoli. He knows that Ali Shan is one of those batters, he likes pace on the ball. So he's got Ayman Ahmed who will bring all his variations into play. So smart captaincy.
Yeah, I think that was the attempted leg cutter there. Caught Ali Shan by surprise. This match is developing nicely. Could be a thriller in the making. Oh, beautifully bowled. Ali Shan looking fidgety at the crease when he's denied his boundaries.
Yeah, the boundaries have certainly dried up, Ahmed. They were off to a flyer, a rollicking start. And then after that, Nelange bowled that brilliant over. And Taimur bowling some brilliant overs. And now Ayman also having a great start here.
Yeah, as far as I can recall, the last boundary was in Taimur Bhatti's first over. Rohan Mustafa whacked him over mid-on. Since then, Dubai have been very tight. Bit of extra bounce. Shuffle coming from Ali Shan. He wanted to put that away behind square on the onside. So, can there be a wicket-taking opportunity created here?
Well, I would say, Ahmed, these are the moments in the game. You know, now Abu Dhabi are in a bit of pressure. So, if you can take the wicket of Ali Shan Sharfu, let me tell you, they will be back in this game.
Oh, absolutely. But will he give them an opportunity? That remains to be seen. Batting beautifully on 40 of 26. He's cracked that. To deep cover. Bhatti drops the catch. Oh dear me. All that good work has gone to dust.
Well, has he dropped the catch or the match, Ahmed? My, he had all the time in the world to come underneath the ball. Ayman creating an opportunity. Brilliant ball. Bowled it wider, just bowled it a touch slower. And there you go. He did all the hard work and an easy catch. You cannot drop Alishan Sharfu.
Well, your reading of the game was spot on, Awais Ali. They've changed the fielder, but the horse has bolted. Oh, Dubai. It must be very frustrating for Ronak Panoli. Good looking punch, but once again finds the fielder. Well, he's letting his frustration out in the wrong manner.
Well, this is not good. This is poor. Yeah, rightfully so. He's got all the right to be frustrated, the captain Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, why did Ninash not come up to back up the throw? He's teaching him a lesson here. Why aren't you heading in? Why isn't the mid-wicket coming in? Sometimes, as a young captain, it can be a tough day at the office.
Well, the pressure was all to Abu Dhabi, and now they're just putting the pressure on themselves, Team Dubai.
And Ali Shan will not make that same mistake twice. Very good over from Ayman. Deserved a wicket. 74 for 1. Angad Nehru started off with a very tidy over. This is a chance, or is it? Forget about it. 6.
Well, into the outer space, Angad, he bowled a brilliant first over, but on this occasion, he's bowled a half volley to Alishan Sharfu in his arc, in his zone. And look at that. Sensational hit. Marvelous stroke. That has gone for a maximum, and straight away now, under the pump, is the youngster Angad.
Well, I would need to beg your pardon, Alishan. I thought that was a mishit. That was right out of the screws. He makes it look so easy. Oh, I'd like to see that a la Ben Stokes. Reverse hit over cover point. Reminding you of Headingley 2019. Just playing psychological games with the bowler. Very sly, very shrewd. Angad should not be discouraged though. If he's attacking you, you can make a chance.
Yeah.
Bowled him! He's got him! Or has he? I think he's out. Or has it ricocheted off the keeper?
Well, by the looks of it and by the naked eye, it looked like he's bowled him. But it's going to be an interesting replay. Angad was almost celebrating.
Well, Aftab Alam, the wicketkeeper, is insisting. This replay will tell us the story. No issues with the front foot. Is it off the keeper or is it dead onto the sticks? Ali Shan did practice that shot. I think he won't be attempting it anytime soon. Aftab Alam, the wickets. The gloves are behind the wicket. Oh, yeah, it popped out of the glove. So it's an attempted stumping, but Ali Shan has grounded his back leg. Some drama at the D20. Thankfully, we have the third umpire to adjudge. So it will be a dot ball, but I don't think we'll be seeing that shot anytime soon. Or will we?
Well, he could afford to do that. They're in a very good position at the moment. But after his 50, he's just 2 runs shy to be reaching his half century.
Oh, he's nailed it. He's nailed it and found the gap to raise his 50. Ali Shan, you cheeky boy.
Well, one thing is for sure, he's not listening to me at all. What a brilliant shot to raise his 50. And under the pump, he came, but he sailed the ship. It's turning out to be very handy over in the team.
You can't keep a champion player down. And Ali Shan Sharfu is a champion player. Oh, he's toying with the bowler here. Up and over, back-to-back boundaries.
Yeah, it seems like he's practiced a lot. And he had the intention to play these kind of shots. And yet again, twice getting successful. Oh, brilliant switch hit.
Yeah, flipped his feet over. And with point in the circle, that's a fabulous shot. 56 of just 32 deliveries. He got a life. And now he's in complete command of the game. Well, Dubai, you do have to feel for the young bowlers.
Well, there was that previous over, Ahmed, where the youngster Ayman, he created an opportunity and an easy chance was gone down. It was Ali Shan Sharfu. And if you drop his catches, well, that is what he will do.
Most certainly. Oh, beautifully bowled. Hint of grip and turn. Mystified was Ali Abid. But still, no wicket for young Nehru. 89 for 1 at the halfway stage. It's time for a drinks break. And over to Abid Ibrahim and Samir Yunus to take you through.
थोड़ी देर
89 for 1 Abu Dhabi at the halfway stage. Pretty comfortable position. Chasing 156. Ali Shan Sharaf was still out there. A fine half century from him. Of course, alongside him is Ali Abid, who's been starved of runs over the last couple of games, but he will be looking to play a long innings here. Ayman to bowl his second over, bowled a good first one, just 3 runs off it. Dubai will be hoping that they can get rid of the man on strike, because as long as he's out there, this game should be a walk in the park for them. Starts off with a delivery wide outside off. Ali Shan is more than content on pushing that towards deep extra. And this has been the problem for Dubai, hasn't it? Throughout this tournament, their fielding has really let them down. That's been one reason that they've lost those 2 games after winning the first one. Too many fumbles. This should have been a regulation stop and throw. Kept to a single, but a fumble, and these 2 batters are very senior and very smart to recognize that little blip in the fielding and pick up 2 off the first ball. Into the 90s, Abu Dhabi, not many runs left, 65 of 59. Should be a regulation chase from here on. Alishan Sharafu is inventing and inventing. This time off a fast bowler. He did that a couple of times in the previous over against a young spinner. Now he's decided to go reverse against the pace of Ayman. Yes, he doesn't bowl too quick, but still not the easiest of shots to pull off. And he'll keep practicing it. With outside off again. And he was in position very quickly, Alishan Sharafu. And more importantly, he's got that past the fielder at third. 4 more to him. He's on 63 now. This time he'll look to make room outside off, and a fuller delivery from Ayman. Nothing that he could really do about it, Alishan. Yeah, he's practicing that helicopter shot. So he's almost using this innings as a experimental phase for him to try and get out a few new shots into his armory. He certainly found one, that is the reverse. And that tells you that it's a man in form when he starts playing different shots. Oh, big full toss over the fielder, and 4 more. We'll wait and watch if this is called a no ball. Yes, there you go, confirmation. So this one has gone horribly wrong for Ayman after a good first over. He's conceded 10 of this, in fact 11 with the no ball. And a free hit coming up as well. And with that 4, the 100 has also come up for Abu Dhabi. It wasn't a front foot no ball. It was the height that was the problem. Oh, well above the waist. And above the fielder at fine as well. Alishan Sharafu will take full advantage of this free hit, that's for sure. Does he do something different, or does he look to power it? Oh, has to run out of that. Umpire Ali Kamran just asking him to reload that one. Probably someone in the field still not 100% ready for that delivery. But it's been a dominant approach from the batters so far, Rohan and Alishan. We know how powerful and fierce they can be. Alishan, one of them, has got going again. And he did walk across, trying to go to the leg side, but was only able to push that down towards long off for a single. So not much damage done on the free hit, but this over has been an expensive one so far. 12 off it, 2 deliveries to go. And their batting was a cause of concern for Abu Dhabi in the last couple of games, just not coming through. Ali Abid was quick to admit that they were trying too hard at the top. And once again, after a couple of failures, they've come good in this game against Dubai. Slow delivery outside off, driven forcefully, but straight to Ronak, who's looking quite dejected. And not surprisingly as well, he batted very well to get them to a reasonable score of 155, but he knows very well that the bowlers and the fielders have really let him down. Ayman has given away 12 runs in this over, and a rare dot ball as well just now. Slow one again. This time he's sliced that towards deep extra. No fumbles this time, only a single, and Ali Abid will keep strike in the next over. It's 102 for 1 after 11. Top of the order for Abu Dhabi is always special, Alishan and Rohan. When you have 2 batters like that, more often than not, they will get you good starts. Alishan now on 68 of 38. Rohan did get a start, 21 of 14, but Taimur picking him up. An easy catch for the wicket-keeper. Ali Abid has just joined him, and he can afford to take his time, find some form. And joining me is the reverse, Abid Ali. Welcome back to the Combox.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad I'm not holding the bat at the moment. With this wicket, kind of a wicket which is not so easy to bat on. We have seen 2 performances. One is Ronak Panoli and now Alishan. This kind of a performance was expected from this man. We know that he's a showstopper.
Well, the two men you're talking about, you give them a paddy field, they'll still bat well. Forget about this truck.
Well, definitely, these youngsters are the backbone of the UAE, the future of UAE. They have done a wonderful job. Just expecting Ronak to be more consistent. Bang on. That's big one. To Aryan Lakra. What a shot. Stand and deliver. It goes out of the park.
Ali Abid has been struggling for form, but shots like this, he will certainly find a lot more form and a lot more than that. Aryan Lakra into the attack. A nice tossed up delivery. And he's gotten under it quite nicely, Ali Abid. It's gone a long way. Helmet off, seeing it clearly, and bang.
Yeah, look at that. He's through the kitchen sink at it. Full power. Lots of bottom hand. More trouble for Dubai as now Ali Abid also gets going.
Yeah, if these two find, in fact, Ali Shan has found his form, but once Ali Abid gets going, and it's only a matter of time before they can get to this target. 15 of 17 now. Onto the back foot this time. We'll just push it towards extra. Get the single. Ali Shan, well, he's batted beautifully, hasn't he? 68 of 38. Has looked unfazed by some of the decent bowling that was up top. Has taken apart some of the youngsters that were introduced.
Well, Aryan Lakra wouldn't forget that welcome. First ball he bowled is gone for big. And then recovery. As a bowler, when you get smashed on a very first delivery for a maximum, the remaining 5 deliveries, you try to bowl defensive.
Yeah, he's not afraid to still toss it up. Just has brought the length back slightly. And that's why they've had to go to the back foot on a couple of occasions.
I think he's got learned the lesson where he needs to be. Tossing it up, bowling full will not help the team Dubai at all.
Well, at this moment, nothing's helping them. Nelson's on the board, so maybe that could be some luck going their way, hopefully. But the way these two have a batting, clinical from Ali Shan and watch from Ali Abid. 111 for one more delivery left in this 12th over. This is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, they played lots of games together. And they've literally grown up together, watching each other. Yeah.
But it's Ali Shan Sharafu who wins the battle eventually. Makes room for himself, goes through covers. And 4 to end the over. That's 115 for 1 after 12. Well, Eamon, despite going for plenty in the previous over, has been asked to bowl his third one. It's 115 for 1. Not many runs away. 41 required off the last 8 overs for Abu Dhabi. Oh, huge. Ali Abid now. But guess what? He's hit it straight to the fielder. And this time, they've held on to the catch.
Well, there was no need of doing that, I think. The captain need to be a little more mature in terms of constructing the partnership, because they didn't had a great game yesterday. Definitely moving forward in the tournament, the net run rate will come into play as well. This was a legal delivery there. I think didn't time that one well. Yeah, it was in the air. I think it didn't got a clean of connections. Nevertheless, Dubai striking a wicket, much needed one. Ali Abid, the captain of Abu Dhabi, walking out, scoring 17 of 20, 115 for 2 Abu Dhabi.
Right, one big striker of the ball departs and another one walks in. Ali Abid has just walked into the dugout and Nadeem out into the centre. At number 4, he joins Ali Shan with Abu Dhabi needing just 41 runs to win this encounter. Ayman among the wickets. Starts off with a slower one again. He's been consistent on that fourth stump channel. Finds a bit of success.
Yeah, usually these kind of bowlers, likes of Eman, they usually need one wicket and then they bounce really hard. So, yeah, the game is pretty much in the kitty for Abu Dhabi. Have a look at that dismissal of captain of Abu Dhabi. Look at that. It was full. It was there to be hit, but I think he couldn't connect that one well.
Yeah, you're right. The kind of length that was in, Ali Abid was tempted to go big. Just couldn't go big enough. Found the fielder. Nicely bowled. Good delivery to bowl to a new batter. You want to keep it tight. Now, Dubai cannot afford any lapses if they are to even dream of coming back into this game. They're on the back foot. It'll require something special from their bowlers.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, Samir, who would be bowling then from the other end, because we all know that Nadeem likes to take on the left arm spinners.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. In fact, he likes to take on any spinner for that matter. Leg side of his right now, it is a shorter boundary. So expect him to pull out one of those big shots. Oh, it's uppish towards third. One bounce. Managed to get the single. So Nadeem gets off the mark. Streaky, but it'll do.
I think Dubai need to be a little more active in the outfield. That single should have been given there, because if you consider 3 dot balls in a T20 game, that definitely brings the batter into the pressure, especially to the new batsman.
And the problem for Dubai is they don't have many to defend. Already it's a good start from Abu Dhabi, 156 being the target. I thought they were about 20 to 30 runs short at least against a strong Abu Dhabi batting lineup. Oh, looking to go after that, Ali Shan. Was full, but just playing down the wrong line. It was much more outside off.
Yeah, it was just right there to be hit. He's teasing the batsman with the fuller length deliveries. What he's doing is just slightly taking the pace off.
Yeah, he's come back well in this over. Got that wicket, just given away just 1 run so far. Ali Shan still on strike, so that could change very soon. Been a mixed bag for Eman. He's gone for a walk. And he has to walk back. So brilliant over from Eman. Gets the breakthrough. Gives away just 1 run. Abu Dhabi are 116 for 2 after 13. Yeah, none for 33 from Zishan Nasir. Expensive. Not what you usually expect from him. Nilansh Keswani was economical but couldn't pick up a wicket. Taimur Ali pick up the bowlers. 1 for 11 from him. And of course, Eman as well picking up that 1 wicket in the previous over. But I think Taimur will hold the key here. He's been the most economical. He's troubled the batters quite a bit. So 1 left from Nilansh. 2 left from Taimur. Angad, well, he went for runs, so I'm not sure if Ronak will want to go back to him. Not too many left for them. That is the problem for Dubai. So all the good bowlers will have to come out now to try and pick up a couple of wickets and put Abu Dhabi under pressure.
Yeah, I guessed it right. There will be no spin into the attack because Nadeem is on a strike there. The big man like him likes to take charge on the spinners more often. But Taimur, who's already picked up a big wicket of Rohan Mustafa, we saw him bouncing that ball, pulling his length back. He's quick, he's express. He can get you a wicket as well.
low full toss. Nadeem has gently pushed that towards mid-off. And it's a single. So they can take their time. That's the advantage Abu Dhabi has. So even a new batter can afford to come out and apply himself. Especially with a set batter like Alishan out there. Shouldn't be too much trouble.
Yeah, definitely. I think Abu Dhabi need to realize Ali Shan is there out there. So who's batting on 73. You need to send somebody who can anchor the inning along with him.
Nicely played. Guided towards third. There is a fielder in the deep, so it'll only be a single. But you can see when Alishan is now taking a bit more responsibility. He knows that if he falls here, then there's two new batters on the crease. There's a chance for Dubai to come back in. So needs to be mature in this innings now.
I think he should be around until Taimur finishes quota.
It's a shot. It's popped up off his thighs. Rather lazy effort from Nadeem to get to the non-striker's end, but he'll eventually get there.
Yeah, you got to be dealing with the pace, express pace from Taimur Bhatti. It's quite express, so Ali Shan usually likes the pace on. He's very, very strong against the spin as well, but he's batting on 74. We know that once he crossed that 50, he's the one who can really be a threat to the team of Dubai.
Yeah, this is some seriously good bowling from Taimur Bhatti. He's been the standout bowler for Dubai so far, and if they are to somehow come back into this game, they have to somehow break the partnership here, get the wicket of Ali Shan more importantly. As long as he's batting, it'll be easy for Abu Dhabi. Still quite easy, 37 of 38, but they are reducing that gap between runs and balls.
For me, I think they should play off Taimur. They should not try to bargain with him, try to get any boundary or play any loose shot against him.
It's been a similar pattern, hasn't it? It was Ronak Panoli who was doing all the heavy lifting for Dubai. The rest of the batters batted around him. And it's been the same for Abu Dhabi as well. Yes, Rohan Mustafa got off to a much better start than the young Aditya did. But that's been the difference. And that could be the only difference, if at all, for Abu Dhabi going on to win this game. Last ball of this over. Pulled away by Nadeem. And well dealt with the pace of Taimur. End of over number 14, it's 121 for 2. Well, Evan has been rewarded with an extra over to finish off his spell because he bowled the previous one so well. Nadeem on strike. Walks down the track to deal with that length that he's been annoying the batters with. It goes down towards mid-wicket. Will be a single and Alishan is on strike. Something tells me he's going to go after Eman in this over. It's getting too close for comfort, that equation.
I think Eman has bowled really well. He's done well mixing the pace as well, and also he haven't been hesitant in terms of bowling full, enticing the batsman to go for the big shots. Despite doing that, he's maintained his economy as well. Just like that.
Yeah, that's a good point to make. The change of pace has been brilliant from Eman. He has kept the batters guessing. You see Alishan once again threw the shot quite early. Completely deceived by the pace, yeah. Just rolling his fingers over that one.
Yeah, look at that. You got, at times you need to keep things simple, they work for you. He's just keeping those cutters alive. The previous delivery was a leg cutter. I think probably off cutters and the leg cutters will bring handy.
He looked to scream that through the covers, but again he's only managed to find Ronak there. Well, now They've managed to get that down to more than run a ball, the equation. At one time, there's a huge gap between runs and balls. Suddenly now, that equation is becoming tighter and tighter. Yes, they've got 8 wickets in hand and Ali Shan is still out there, but he's looking increasingly fidgety out there. It's not coming off suddenly.
I think he's lost the tempo in middle because he haven't got a lot of strike as well. And then also the captain of Dubai keep mixing their bowlers.
Well, this is a gift, and that is a very, very lousy effort from the fielder. You're defending a runner ball, you offered a full toss, and to make matters worse, I don't know what that point fielder was doing, trying to stop that with his foot. You're a youngster. Come on, get your hands down.
Yeah, that was an easy picking at first, but he could have done much, much better than that. You have to be alert every time you're standing at the points region. I think he wasn't expecting the ball coming his way, that's for sure.
Taimur Bhatti, they are the guilty one, but come on, at this level, if you are to be a good fielding side, you've got to expect every delivery to come to you. Ali Shan gifted a boundary on that occasion. Looking to do something different. Slower delivery again from Ayman. You got a feel for the youngster. Hasn't done much wrong. Yes, that was a full toss, but that should have been stopped.
Yeah, he's dealt well with the set Ali Shan. Well, for me, I think Taimur shouldn't be standing on the point region because he's just bowled an over. He might be tired. Put him on to the third. He's still on the points.
Yeah, well, it's a little things, isn't it, in this game? Things can go right or wrong in a matter of seconds. Small decisions that you got to make. Down the track, still cannot get it off the square. Good over, good spell from young Ayman. Came back very well after getting hit in that second over. 1 for 22 for him. It's 126 for 2 after 15. Well, we were critical of him at point, but he's bowled well, Taimur Bhatti. 1 for 15 in his 3. From here, if they can somehow pick up the wicket of Ali Shan, who's the set batter, and hasn't got going in the last over, he's struggled to get it off. Full toss offered. Cut away for 4. Too easy this.
That didn't work the way he planned. He was trying to bowl the Yorker, got it completely wrong, and it's easy picking. Have a look at that. He tried to bowl too quick, and Nadeem gets his first boundary quite easily. He will be thanking the bowler.
Yeah, he sliced that to perfection. Didn't want to try and power hit down the ground. Played over point for a 4. Looking to guide that towards third, straight to the keeper. So with that boundary, some of that pressure that was created has been undone.
Yeah, I think he cannot afford to be lazy out there as well. He's got that boundary as a gift, I would say that, because that was a really easy picking. But then a little bit late he's trying to play against Taimur. It can chop on as well.
He's trying to use the pace of the bowler to try and guide it behind square for boundaries. This is high. Don't think he's connected it too well. In fact, it's gone all the way. Wow, serious power from Nadeem. No, it's one bounce into the fence. There was a big gap there, and that's why he's gone that way.
Yeah, that's a sheer power. Lots of bottom hand here. Look at that. The base was very strong where he tried to hit that one. The reason that ball has travelled enough. Yeah, every boundary here is troubling Team Dubai.
Taimur has bowled well up until this over. Now a couple of boundaries in this last over. It was the last straw, the last dice for Ronak. It's just not worked out. This time is pulled away very elegantly. There is a fielder there, so should be just a single, but the damage has been done in this over.
Yeah, it's been now better, Nadeem, after getting those boundaries sitting, and he's middling the ball well. But I think the job is pretty much done for Abu Dhabi. They're on a verge to get this victory. I think they performed, Team Dubai performed well in patches.
Yeah, there have been a few things that they have to work with, especially their fielding and catching. Oh, this is way high. Should be called a wide. Yes, it is.
Yeah, but an extra bounce there, or extra pace as well. But well done there, keeper collected that one well. Look at the carry. Yeah.
Alishan was shaping up to try and go through the leg side. He's walked across the stumps. And Taimur, seeing that, wanted to go short. Oh, it's taken the edge. Luckily for him, didn't really pace away. It's only a single.
I think it was good enough to bowl. That is the only slower one which Taimur tried to bowl. So we've seen Emin bowling really well with those slower ones. And when Taimur tried for the first time, he found the edge as well. So I think this track says a lot that you need to mix it up.
Yeah, pace off has been the way to go. Last ball. Leg side-ish. And it's running away as well. We'll have to wait and see if it's touched something or if it's going to be a wide. There you go, confirmation. It is a leg by. So, unfortunate for Dubai. Now it's down to just 15 of the last 4 with that leg by.
Yeah, it's just easy picking there for Nadeem. That ball was really onto the pads and swinging into the right-hander. Makes it quite easy. He found a piece of wood on it. 4 runs now, 15 more to win from the last 4 overs.
Well, Ronak has tried everything this evening. He's gone to multiple bowlers. Some of them have done well, some of them not so much. Zishan was expensive with the new ball in hand. 33 off his 2 overs, but Ronak is now throwing it to him saying, mate, do your thing. Give me something. Starts off with a low full toss. It's carved away towards deep extra. It'll only be a single.
How many times you have seen the bowlers trying to bowl the Yorker and they ended up giving full tosses, Samir?
Yeah, it's not an easy skill getting that Yorker right. And you're right, we've seen from Ayman that pace off was one of the ways to go. Unfortunately, a lot of the bowlers haven't tried that tonight. Zishan, very unlikely that he goes for plenty, just hasn't found anything off the surface today. Alishan especially took a liking to him. This has gone towards third. We're doing it easily now, Abu Dhabi. Just 13 runs away.
But to be honest, I haven't seen anybody trying the slow bouncer as well. I've been saying this quite often that they need to bring the cutters on. But the slow bouncer could have been a very impactful delivery against Alishan because he likes to pull the ball.
Yeah, he does go after his shots, Alishan. You cannot keep him away from playing shots that are there. Once again, playing and missing. So just after he passed that 70-run mark, he's just looked out of sorts for some reason.
Yeah, probably since we have come on the mics as well.
Well, we are the bad luck for him then. Yeah, missing out on an easy full toss there. Being overly watchful maybe?
Well, I think in his mind he's looking into play the entire 20. So he doesn't want to lose his wicket. He wants to make sure he finish the game off.
This is high. Sliced away towards backward point. And it'll run away to the boundary. So finally he makes a connection. And a connection good enough for it to go to the boundary.
Yeah, that shot looks like out of frustration that he's gone and not the way he intended to hit. He was looking to go through the covers. Again, bowling full Zishan here. I think Yorkers and the bouncers are the way to trouble these batters.
Yeah, whatever pressure was created a couple of overs ago has all been undone in these last 2 overs. Just 9 required of 20 now. Powered towards mid-wicket. Has he got all of it? It'll trickle towards the fielder and they'll only take 1 run and they can afford to take that time because his game is well within their grip now.
Yeah, a lot of assistant there from the wicket. Not easy to connect. But I think Ali Shan is repeating what the captain of opponents done. A similar kind of a knock that Ronak Panoli have put on. But I think that was not good enough to win the game.
This is sliced as well. And this has gone to the boundary as well. They're targeting the offside. Because the bowlers have been delivering it wide outside off. They've done very well to open the face of the bat and find those boundaries.
And he just did the right thing. Timed it perfectly and placement was the key here. 17 gone, 152 for 2 Abu Dhabi.
Four runs away from victory, Abu Dhabi. After a couple of losses, they were hoping that they can get one, and they seem like they will be. Nilansh Keswani into the attack. And Ali Shan continues to be cheeky. And with that cheeky shot, he's finished the game off for Abu Dhabi. That should be the end of it. They were 4 runs away from victory, and they've got that in style. Ali Shan Sharafu stays not out on 90. And with an important contribution from a Nadeem of 18 or 14. 3 losses on the trot for Dubai. And this is how Abu Dhabi ended their losing streak.
Yeah, I think this was much needed victory for Team Abu Dhabi. They've been struggling, but now this victory will give them a lot of boost in terms of net run rate as well, winning this game with a thumping victory over Team Dubai with 8 wickets. They have win this game quite comfortably. A lot of credit goes to Ali Shan. And what a way he started. He scored 90 runs, unbeaten. Wonderful.
Yeah, both those men in the front of your screen, Ronak Panoli and Ali Shan, they've both batted extremely well. Unfortunately for Ronak, he's ended up on the losing side, and that's because he didn't get enough support from the rest of his batters. And he's also got his bowlers and his fielders to blame. Too many loose deliveries, too many drop catches and fumbles in the field. And a good team like Abu Dhabi, full of experienced heads, will take advantage. And they did well to chase down this 156. There were moments in the game where Dubai would have felt like they can put on a stranglehold, but everybody takes their hat off to Ali Shan Sharafu because when he bats long, bats deep, his team ends up winning the game quite comfortably.
Yeah, the major contribution remains from Ali Shan with the 90 runs of 56 deliveries. The beauty of his knock was he remained unbeaten. Rohan gave a good start despite scoring only 21. But that was quick enough and great start for Abu Dhabi while chasing 150.
Yeah, another disappointing evening for Dubai with the ball in hand. None for 44. Their prime bowler Zishan being taken around by the 2 batters. Nilansh was economical but just not enough from him. No wickets from the left arm spinner. Temur was good up until the 3rd over but was expensive in that 4th. 1 for 26 for him. Angad just the 2 overs. Ali Shan with those reverse sweeps against him. Eamon bowled well. He was the pick of the bowlers. 1 for 22 in his 4 overs. And Aryan Lakra with just a 1 over, giving away 13 runs. And 10 extras. That too was a major differentiator in the 2 innings between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. It was Ron Mustafa and Alishan Sharaf, the two top order heavy batters for Abu Dhabi. They are the ones who came out to bat. And it was bang bang from ball one. That just took on the bowling, especially Zishan Nasir was taken to the cleaners. Nilansh Keswani opened the bowling alongside him. He too wasn't spared. Then there was a good ball from Taimur Bhatti to get rid of Ron Mustafa. But they just kept going and going. Ali Abid with a couple of good looking shots, but at the other end, it was Alishan Sharaf who just played shot after shot and made it very, very easy. There's a few reverse sweeps in that over against the young Angad, and he got to his 50 in style.
Yeah, then coming in, Aryan who was smashed for a maximum big six. Then immediately Ali Abid getting carried away and got caught in the deep. Then in the end, it was Nadeem who took a little time to get going, but once he was settled, he made things quite simple for his partner. And both of them making sure they take the team over the line. Abu Dhabi had their great game here, great outing here, game number 11. They comfortably beaten Team Dubai with 8 wickets.
Yeah, a couple of losses on the trot. They needed this win and they've got it. Batting first, Dubai, they were put into bat first. Ronak Panoli, the highest scorer, 91 of 58. You can see the similarity between his and Alishan's innings, but the difference was the rest of the batters couldn't contribute. Aditya Chauhan, 34 of 40, did a disservice to his team going at that strike rate. Ron Mustafa and Danny Pawson, a couple of wickets to them in their bowling. And in reply, Alishan Sharafu, of course, guiding his team to victory with support from Ron Mustafa and Muhammad Nadeem. 1 wicket to Ayman Ahmed and 1 to Taimur Bhatti, that of Ron Mustafa. Right, so Abu Dhabi winning this by 8 wickets. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, it'll be the post-match presentation ceremony with Ahmed Khaja.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 11 of the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D20 2024, powered by Fancode. It was Dubai batting first, who posted a score of 155, and in the end, Team Abu Dhabi chased it down with plenty of time to spare and 8 wickets in hand. It's time to present the player of the match memento. That will be presented by our match official, Mr. Ali Kamran. Well, it was the Dubai captain, Ronak Panoli, who got 91, but Alishan Sharfu was the outstanding player of the innings, 90 not out of 56 deliveries, 3 maximums and 12 boundaries in a match-winning effort. Alishan, outstanding knock today. Coming off a couple of low scores, it was imperative that you get back going again, and you got going with some style.
Yeah, I think that was the goal, just to get yourself in and then try and bat as long as I could, and that was the plan. That's it.
Well, you started off like a house on fire, 34 of 12. Then you got a bit bogged down. So what did you tell yourself when you were just not finding the middle of the bat at that stage of the innings?
I mean, obviously the plan was to take the bowlers on in the power play and then tone it down a little bit in the middle overs. And then once we got closer towards the score, then accelerate again. So that was the plan for today.
Well, I've seen you bat a long time, many times, but that reverse hit that you brought out today several times, that is something of a new innovation. Is that something you've been working on the off-season?
Yeah, I've tried working on it a little bit, and I thought today was a perfect opportunity with the fields and with the lines they were bowling. So tried to play it a few times today, and I'm glad it came off.
Well, you were outstanding today. Keep up the good form.
Thank you.
That's all from the post-match presentation for now. Alishan Sharfu, the deserving Player of the Match award. But stay tuned. We have another exciting match coming up. It is going to be Fujairah taking on Ajman.